新のカーボンベゼル、Bluetooth 搭載 G-SHOCK カシオ。The brightness called brilliant, blinding and vivid. Valentine.
雨の日の運転って心配ですよね。
いざという時によりちゃんと止まれるタイヤといえば
横浜タイヤでしょ。
晴れの日の約4倍も事故が多い雨の運転。横浜タイヤならより安心。
タイヤは雨で選ぼう。横浜タイヤ。
追い求めれば求めるほど遠ざかる時もある。でも理想に追いつけるのは自分だけだ。池江璃花子は横浜ゴムと世界に挑戦する。限界はない。行くぞ横浜。
MID ホイール。 Are you ready everybody? MID ホイール。キャンディームーディー MID ホイール。キャンディーフレンドホイールは MID。
究極の静かさと安全性。オンロード、オフロード、世界中で活躍するケンダ。その信頼を支える静音性、安定性と対摩耗性。世界が認めた技術と信頼を街乗りでも。高品質と納得の価格、タイヤのポテンシャルをあなたに。ケンダ。
Ultimate lubricant. Mortis.
What's up, guys? It's Freddy Gaspo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
Made in Japan. Breed.
In a world of extremes, this is where they're refined. The real deal. Cusco.
伝統と革新、小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮。チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ、小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC。
From an early age, we race. It's part of who we are. It's in our DNA. For some, the need to keep pushing fuels our lives. At VP Racing, we pour everything we have into creating the industry's best products. For those who put it all on the line, whether it's the track or the trail or wherever you race, they say you can't win them all, but you can sure as hell try. VP Racing. Win every race.
色とりどりの花が咲き乱れる春、この富士のふもとにも色とりどりのマシン、ドライバーが咲き乱れます。富士から世界へ、2025年シーズンの開幕です。 G ショックプレゼンツ2025年フォーミュラドリフトジャパンラウンド1富士スピードウェイ、今年の戦いもこの富士スピードウェイから火蓋が切って落とされます。富士エクストリームデレー、先週の FDJ3、昨日の FDJ2 に続いて、いよいよトップリーグのフォーミュラドリフトジャパンも戦いの火蓋が切って落とされます。はい、おはようございます。さあ、朝早くからたくさんのギャラリーの皆さんで盛り上がっております富士スピードウェイ。まずは、放送席のメンバーを紹介させていただきます。まずは日本語放送実況、私今年もアクセ1が務めさせていただきます。よろしくお願いいたします。はい、そしてお隣、今日解説を務めていただきます、レジェンドライバー谷口信輝さんです。おはようございます。
はい、おはようございます。
はい、よろしくお願いします。はい、そしてお隣ジャッジの3名を紹介いたします。まずはジャッジ、今村陽一ジャッジです。おはようございます。
おはようございます。よろしくお願いいたします。
はい、はい、そしてお隣ジャッジ、深田忠宏ジャッジです。よろしくお願いします。
おはようございます。よろしくお願いします。
はい、そしてお隣です、ジャッジケンジ山中ジャッジです。よろしくお願いいたします。
はい、よろしくお願いします。
はい、スイッチ入ってなかった。大丈夫ですかはい、そして、お隣です、世界配信の、実況をお願いしております、ジョシュ・シングルタリーさんです。
Good morning. Nice to meet you guys.
はい、そしてお隣、
Hello,
世界
this
配
is
信
Lucio
の
aka Italian Japan. Let's watch some drift.
はい、ルーチョ・マウリスティさん、よろしくお願いいたします。さあ、そして次続いてですね、ピットレポートやインタビューなどお手伝いいただきます、モーターゲームスガールズのお二人です。宝生まりなさんと浜田あさみさんです。よろしくお願いします。さあ、そして今回この富士エクストリームデーを一緒に盛り上げていただきます、富士スピードウェイサーキットナビゲータークレインズから、青木ひなさん、神月真宙さんです。よろしくお願いします。はい、クレインズポーズですね。はい、さあこんなようなメンバーで、この後、放送の方また富士エクストリームで、楽しんでいきたいと思います。皆さんよろしくお願いいたします。
よろしくお願いします。
はい、ギャラリーの皆さんも盛り上がってますか。はい、さあ盛り上がっていきましょうね。よろしくお願いします。はい、それではですね、ここでフォーミュラドリフトジャパンのルールと審査ポイントについての説明 VTR がありますのでご覧いただきたいと思います。
やあみんな、フォーミュラドリフトジャパンのルール判定システムについて説明するよ。まずは優勝までの道のり。大会は予選と決勝に分かれます。予選は単独走行方式。単独で2度走行し、高い方のポイントで上位32位までの決勝進出を争います。決勝は2台によるタンデムバトル方式。先行と後攻を入れ替えての2度の走行による勝ち抜き戦です。これらのコンペティションを決めるのは3名のジャッジ。それぞれライン、アングル、スタイルという視点で判定をします。持ち点はライン35ポイント、アングル35ポイント、スタイル30ポイントの合計100ポイントです。ラインとは規定された各ゾーンをより近く、より理想的なラインで通過できているかを判定します。リアタイヤの設置部分がゾーンの外側のラインをなぞることが高得点のコツ。4本のタイヤのうち3本がラインの外側に出てしまったらポイントは0点になります。各大会によってそれぞれのゾーンに規定ポイントが振り分けられています。アングルとはコースに設定されたゾーンのラインに対してどれだけ深い角度でスムーズに通過しているかを採点します。ラインに対してより垂直なアングルをキープすることが高得点のコツ。各大会によってそれぞれのゾーンに規定ポイントが振り分けられています。スタイルとはドリフトの美しさ、スピード、 迫力、パッションなどドライバー自身が思い描いた走りを確実にコントロールし、ジャッジをうならせることができているかが採点されます。決勝へは先ほど説明した通り、ポイント上位32台が進出します。決勝は勝ち負けの判定による勝ち抜きトーナメント方式です。追走で行われ、先行後攻を入れ替えた2度の走行をもって各ジャッジが勝者の判定もしくはドローの判定をします。3人中2人以上が出した判定で勝者および再走が決定します。追走を有利にするポイントは、先行では単独走行と同じくよりポイント基準に沿った良い走りをすることが前提です。それが遂行できていなければジャッジの印象に大きく影響します。後方車両は先行車両と同じラインで同じ角度を取りながらより接近して追随します。しかし先行車両に接近できていても同じライン同じ角度でなければスピードスタイル的に理想的な走りとは言えず勝利にはつながりません。それは先行車両が通ったラインをショートカットすれば接近しやすくなり、また角度が浅ければ速度を上げやすくなり接近しやすくなる、そして調整幅が大きくなるという理由からです。審査はジャッジ席で行っているのでそこから見た判断になります。そのためにジャッジ席の真横に各チーム1人が入れるスポッター席という場所を設けており、ジャッジの見え方をドライバー、チームスタッフと共有できるようになっています。観客席などジャッジ席以外の場所で見ていた場合、審査結果と全く違うように見えることがあります。ライブ放送で見ていた場合も同じように感じる場合がありますが、それはこの競技がジャッジ席からどのように見えているかで審査されるためです。それぞれが見ている場所によりジャッジ席およびライブ放送のカメラ位置との角度の違い、高低差などで見え方が変わってしまうからです。あくまでもフォーミュラドリフトの審査はジャッジ席からの見え方でジャッジが判断するということになります。それらをご理解の上、フォーミュラドリフトジャパンをお楽しみください。以上がルール概要でした。さあ、フォーミュラドリフトジャパンの楽しみ方が分かったところで Here we go!
Hello, hello, hello everyone. This is Lucio, aka Italian in Japan, and we're here with
Josh Singletary. How you guys doing today?
Another beautiful day to me at Fuji Speedway. Cloudy enough, kinda chilly. But today we're not here for, at least now we're not here for FDJ2. We're gonna be here for FDJ1 and find out who the top 32 are going to be.
The sun's not out quite yet, so the track's a little cold. So they need to scrub them tires good. Overall, looks like it's going to be a good, fun day. The sun was peeking out a little while ago, but it's hiding again.
Yeah, I was actually worried it would get too warm, but instead it just stayed nice and frosty like I like it.
Wind's not too bad. Overall, a great day at the track.
Yeah, our friend the Hulk is not here. The food stealing Hulk.
They still got a little bit more track prep to go, I think. I think they're going to paint the lines on just a little bit.
Yeah, you can still see the lines that the cars have left there during practice. They have been doing about 1 hour and 15 minutes of practice.
So where are you guys from today?
Let me peep in that chat.
We have still a couple more minutes before we get started. The trucks are pulling out on the track to get the lines painted.
やっぱディフェンディングチャンピオンとして、恥じない走りもそうなんですけど、僕の場合一戦一戦がもう勝負の年だと思ってますので、
Hello, everyone.
まずは目の前の
Now I
戦い
have
に
eyes on the
全力尽くして
chat.
戦って、チャンピオンという形だと気負っちゃう部分あるんで、できるだけ挑戦者の気持ちを忘れずに、熱い走りと心は冷静にして、頑張りたいなと思いますね。はい。ここはやっぱチームの高橋和美がやっぱ強い。富士なので、そこでこの間、去年ですか3位でちょっと負けてるんで、ここはちょっとチーム内でリベンジしたいなと思ってます。はい。
富士ありがたいことに3連勝させてもらってるんで、もちろん今年も勝つ気でいますし、そこの4連勝に向けて、今日は練習なんで、まずしっかりいい組み立てができればなと思います。大迫力のドリフトを見せれると思うんで、ぜひ現地で生で見てください。応援お願いします。
ハッピーセットカラーということで、まずマックでハッピーセットを買ってスープラーを当ててください。で、現地に来てこの車走ってますので、応援していただければと思います。よろしくお願いします。しっかりとまずは単走を通って日曜日走れるように、で日曜日もやっぱ皆さんこの車見に来ていただけると思うので、しっかり活躍させて車を走らせられるように頑張りたいと思います。
Hello, hello. Sorry guys. We disappeared for a brief minute.
Yeah, Fuji's getting quite the crowd coming in. A little chilly this morning, so
No, we're not gonna turn off the chat. And where's Robbie? I mean, we're filling some pretty big shoes, guys. We're filling some pretty big shoes.
This is some runs from last year. They're still painting the boxes on the actual
some
track.
highlights.
本当に今シーズンもまたクスコレーシングさんからこの GR カローラで FDJ で戦えることがすごい嬉しいですし、すごい楽しみだなと思ってて、で本当にこの富士は自分にとってもすごい大好きなコースなので、いつもは単走優勝だったり単走の得点はいいんですけど、追走になるといつも勝ちしきれていないので、今シーズンは追走もすべて優勝する勢いで頑張りたいなと思います。
So it's going to be a few more minutes before the actual drifting starts. They're painting the lines now. Actually, they're just done painting the lines, so they're probably going to check the. They're probably going to check the track, and then we are going to get started. Theoretically, we should be starting any minute now. And yesterday they were wildly punctual. And here you start seeing the zones. We have 3 outer zones and 1 in clip. And the most challenging, according to me, to really line up is between 2 and the in clip in order to set up the 3rd outer zone.
But yeah, if you're not getting into zone 1 good, you can't get into zone 2, which sets you up for the inner clip to zone 3.
Yeah, it takes quite a lot of control and managing your car.
All while at full throttle.
As you should be. We saw yesterday, quite a few people in FDJ2 risking, taking some gambles. Some paid off, some didn't. We turned out with a very nice top 16, actually, with a very nice cut-out score too.
Yeah, so the painted zones and the rumble strips behind those zones, they're all essentially safe. Once you start dipping 1, 2 tires, that's when you get small minor point deductions. Dip 3 and that's a 0.
Yeah, that's right.
Anytime you dip tires, what's going to happen is it's going to start trying to wash you out.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes it hard to set up for the next zone.
That's right, especially over there. Yeah, zone 1 and zone 2, if you deep out too much, you're going to be on very, maybe not wet, but humid soil. That's definitely going to make a big difference coming out of zone 1 and 2 and into in-clip and zone 3.
We've had a couple crashes, not too bad though.
Yeah, we had a very cool spin.
Yeah.
We had a very nice 360 there.
But yeah, most of the issues that you'll have, any sort of, are usually coming out of zone 1, going into zone 2 if you're not lined up properly.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Yesterday we were watching FDJ 2. Again, we have the top 16, and we are gonna resolve that actually later today in the afternoon after the top 32 of FDJ 1. And it was a very nice race, but today we're also gonna see a lot more power and very different styles with the top drivers. We have a lot of really big names today. Stay tuned.
It looks like they just finished all the lines.
Yeah, the track seems to be fine. The media are setting up in all the corners. There's way more people and way more media than yesterday. Could be expected, to be fair. Yesterday, Friday morning, people still hold day jobs. It's kind of hard to be here.
Yeah, there was quite a line coming in this morning.
Right.
It was just cars on cars. I mean, you can see the parking lot right out there. The stands. One of the cool things here is it's mostly grass stands, but you can bring out your portable chairs, set up. I see some tents out here too.
Yeah, people camp out, man. People camp out. Picnics, tarps, little tables and chairs. People make it a day, as they should. I mean, it's quite out of the city, so might as well
enjoy the countryside and some drifting.
On track. You say countryside and drifting and my mind goes elsewhere.
It sounds like they're starting to get the warm-up box. They're bringing the cars around.
We don't see it yet on the screen. Well, you know what we see on the screen, so we're not seeing it yet, but we hear from the Japanese announcers that they're actually getting ready in the warm-up boxes. So we're going to start seeing some drifting very soon, and it's going to be pretty high pace. So don't worry, it's going to start soon, and it's going to keep going for quite a while without many breaks. Yes, that's correct. Mike Racing is not going to be in the runs today because he had some
engine troubles yesterday.
Some serious engine troubles, yeah. I heard about it last night.
Yeah, they were working last night to get the engine swapped, but
didn't really work. We have a few other people that dropped off for different reasons. But we still have quite a few people.
Yeah, this is his FDJ 1.
FDJ 1 qualifying for top 32. Then tomorrow morning we're going to resolve the top 16, and tomorrow afternoon we're going to see the results for round 1 of FDJ 1. While as FDJ 2 yesterday went live, and we found the top 16, and today in the afternoon we're going to see who takes all the glory for round 1.
What you guys just seen is the proper way to check suspension. Just open the door and jump in.
He was doing some very nice practice runs earlier. I was there with the media at the media stand.
Yeah, all the practice runs are very smooth.
Yeah.
Dude, this is going to be a tough time trying to judge these because they're all so good.
Yeah, and Minola has been running quite a few very good runs On top of that, actually, another, X factor, so to speak, is going to be the fact that there's going to be quite a bit of smoke. By zone 3, it's going to be very, very hard to judge the line.
I mean, you just have to eyeball it and look. So they got you're going to have drone footage,
right,
to be able to try and get those, as well as there's a camera right across from zone 3 to be able to.
Yeah, the drone is our best friend, guys. Our best friend. Without the drone, sometimes it would be, even for us, quite hard, if not impossible, to figure out what's going on. I can see in chat that a lot of people already have their favorites. I've seen Yukio's name come up, Sam's, Minoa.
So, who are your guys' favorites?
Yeah, what are your favorite drivers in FDJ, at least for tonight? Actually, there's a lot, though.
I mean, there's so many options, and there's no such thing as a bad option.
Yeah, right. I mean, they wouldn't be here. They wouldn't be here.
And that's the thing that I love about this is in this field, everybody has a chance to win.
Yeah, that's always going to be a surprise. And sometimes there is a very little thing that can make a very, very big difference. Like you said earlier, even dipping the tires a little too much, pushing a little too much, and you get that extra soil on the tire that's going to screw your line up. I mean, it's fun.
It's funny. All it takes is one lip of the throttle, 1/2 second of e-brake hold. Like it doesn't take much to have 100 to a 0.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, you could have 100 run all the way up until the finish and spin out right at the line.
Yeah, we saw a couple of those runs actually yesterday, like runs that were looking really, really good, and then literally at the last second, everything changes.
Oh, we got some Nobordi's number 36.
Ah, man, we miss Robbie too. We miss Robbie too. He's the absolute man. I actually talked to him to get some tips yesterday. Not yesterday, 2 days ago. To, get an idea.
Yeah, Drift Squid's out here today. It's going to be his first year on it, too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Jake,
all right.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, I saw his name earlier. Yeah.
Let's see. I think he's like driver number 12 from the start. So we'll see him pretty early.
Oh, okay, yeah. There you go.
I'm just eyeballing it.
Oh, M3. Yes, I saw him yesterday then. Yep.
Yeah. You guys are going to see a lot of beautiful livery today.
Yeah, Yukio changed his livery too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it until the Shakan the other day on Thursday.
Oh, burnout box. First car's lining up.
Oh, it does look like we're about to start for real.
And car number 1 is number 822, Zhang Hao with Marvy Racing, Boss Panda Motorsports with GR86.
About to start. Drum roll, please. I don't want to destroy your ears. If you guys use headphones, I would just hurt you. And there we go. Let's see if it's going to be a strong start or a more controlled start. Well, there you have it. Good zone 1. If a little conservative, zone 2 also perfectly on the line. He loses a little bit before zone 3 and completely misses zone 3. Unfortunately, after the in-clip, he lost speed and angle, tried to correct, but did not pan out.
Yeah, zone 1, decent. Zone 2.
Zone 2 was really good.
The inner clip is really shallow. I don't know that he was able to hit zone 3.
I don't know. From here, it didn't look like he even got close to zone 3.
I mean, that's I would say safe run, but just a little bit more work. Transitioning from 2 to 3, and you have a good score.
He certainly started pretty safe. I mean, he picked up speed, but he chose very safe angles, didn't leap too deep.
Yeah.
And on zone 2, I feel like he went deeper than was a little shallow on the clip, like you said, and something must have happened there. Let's see if there is any drone footage, but zone 3 I think was completely missed.
Yeah, zone 3 definitely a lot of trouble. Wavered 3-4 times, but gets a score in the books, 57.
It's a 57. Next one up is an S15 Silver, driven by Ling Ling of Mr. DIY from Orange. And away we go.
Bringing it around, nothing but throttle, nice and deep in zone 1. A little
Zone
shallow.
2 a little shallow, but let's see here in the clip, he loses a lot of, he loses a lot of angle. Zone 3 was pretty deep. Corrected the run towards the end.
Tons of power going into zone 1, but leaves it a little early.
Yeah.
And barely clips the entrance of zone 2. Inner clip's okay, which sets up a good zone 3. Probably one tire out, maybe 2?
Maybe 2. From this angle, it was very hard to see. Although definitely corrected the second part of the run.
Clean up the first part a little bit, and
what do you think happened between 1 and 2? I mean,
so because of the exit early for zone 1, she transitioned into zone 2 a little quick too, which means that she barely clipped the entrance of zone 2.
Yeah, she actually just touched the outer angle, like the corner rather.
Yeah. Which then she held a little bit going into the inner clip, then she had to push back out to get to zone 3.
She did do very well though in trying to recover after zone 2 and continue the run.
Yeah, but definitely a nice car though.
Oh yeah.
So Ling Ling and Ming Ming's car, they look almost exactly the same, just
really?
slight color variations. I think Ling Ling went a little bit more pink.
I liked the leader. It was actually awesome.
Yeah, it was nice. And judges are tallying up the scores while OU's in the burnout box just having fun.
I don't know. She did score 63.
Oh, she scored 63? Yeah. Oh, I must have missed it.
And we are about to go with Oyu Toshiki of Team Kazama and
今
GR86.
年はですね、本当に未知の競技参戦になるので、まずはしっかり予選を突破できるように頑張って、なんとか目指せトップ8を目指してるんで、僕はまだまだなんですけど、ちょっと勉強しながら試行錯誤しながら頑張っていきたいと思います。
I would really like to do some translation for you during the interviews, but my Japanese is not fast enough to actually make that happen. But here we go, instead with Toshiki Oyu in his first run.
Coming out nice and
Coming
fast.
out really fast. Nice line on 1 and a little shallow on 2. In clip seems a little far. And tries to correct in zone 3, also a little shallow. So overall, an okay run, but definitely could have been significantly cleaner.
He's on throttle nice and early, comes fast, but he just doesn't go quite deep enough into zone 1, transitions a little soon, zone 2, which pushes him outside for the inner clip.
I think he may have missed the clip altogether. Let's see the drone footage. And that's why that's our best friend right there. Yeah, he missed the in clip. In fact, he wiggled pretty hard after that too.
On the plus side, if you do miss the inner clip, a lot of times that lets you still get into zone 3.
That's right, yeah.
So you score some points. Definitely a run that he can take back, fix a little bit, and improve on.
Yeah, the first few rounds we even noticed yesterday, it's kind of like, that the jitters and the nerves are a little bit at a higher level, I feel. So I'm going to give them virtual extra points for being the first 5 to go on the track. But let's see what happens.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Still a long way to go.
What score do you guys think? I see a lot of 70s, low 70s.
80, 85. 85 may be a little too generous, I think.
Okay.
And it is a 68.
That's enough for number 1 right now.
For now, yeah. Definitely number 1 out of 3. And we have the next one pairing. Beautiful chaser, if a little too flashy for my age, probably. But this is Kiyofumi Hamada of H9 Racing and Baleno Racing. Picks up pretty good speed. And here he goes. Nice deep zone 1, probably the car that I've seen today, and zone 2. Right on the limit. Good in clip. And zone 3, he's very, very shallow. Unfortunately, almost completely missed it, if not completely missed it. That was unfortunate. He did up until the clip what I think was the better run today.
He was looking so good.
Yeah.
1 is great, 2's nice and deep, able to hit the inner clip nice, but just wasn't able to bring it out to the zone 3.
He maybe misjudged the angle, but he was doing a very good run up until here. That's what we were talking about earlier. Sometimes you do a very good run, and then there is that like half a second thing. Yeah, you can see here maybe barely touched towards the end of zone 3, but altogether seemed like a almost complete miss. Samet is probably in the box right now. There is a lot of drivers, guys. There is a lot of drivers.
Sam will be at about 14, 15.
Drop those scores, guys. Come on, drop those scores. What do you guys think? What's the score for Hamada Kiyofumi and his chaser? All right, if you're in the high 70s, you're right. This is a 79, which propels him to first place and, according to me, very well deserved in this case. That was definitely the better run. Too bad for the ending.
And up next, car number 78, Kazumi Ikemoto. Progress, Project Mu, Team SSR. Bringing it around. Full throttle, nice and deep into zone 1, nice transition. Zone 2 is good.
Loses a bit of speed on the clip. And completely misses zone 3, unfortunately. Something happened right between zone 2 and the clip. He loses a lot of speed and he loses a lot of angle, and I think he tries to overcorrect. Let's see.
It's just he just scrubbed way too much speed after zone 2.
Yes, right here. And here he almost loses it completely. He almost goes in full grip. Somehow manages to stay on the drift, but definitely doesn't touch zone 3.
But that's a score in the books.
Yes, and he's the first crest of the day, so what do you think the score is going to be, chat? What do you think the score is going to be? And I keep... I've been told that I click my pen a little too much, and if I am bothering you, I'm sorry about that. I've been told, because yesterday I was doing it every time I close the cap. Sorry to bother. Jake Jones is actually in 1, and he's going to be coming up in a few drivers. Let's see them scores. Let's see them scores.
I see all over the board, mostly low 60s.
Yeah, I see a lot of mid 60s. Yeah.
But yeah, that zone 2 to inner clip transition is what.
It's hard, man. It's hard. That's not an easy transition to do. It's a lot of speed and it's a very, very tight angle. Brings a 66. click anymore. I can't. I'm gonna get yelled at. No, that's not true. Nobody yelled at me. In fact, everybody was very, very kind. But I don't want to bother people with headphones. I know I would be bothered when I'm watching and I hear those random noises in the background. That actually hurts my brain. Oh, that's nice, Liam. That's nice. Good to know. There is a flag still up. Something may be happening in the background that we don't know yet about. So we are supposed to start with the next run. However, that is not quite yet the case. Although I'm not seeing. So that is. Did we cancel?
So the judges are. I'll talk about it right now. It looks like I don't know if
Nakamura may not be in the competition.
Timeout.
We're receiving now news that Nakamura may not be running today.
Yeah, it looks like Nakamura's engine blew. Shintaro.
So we haven't received confirmation quite yet, but yeah, I don't see, that is definitely not a Silvia, so I see a Mark II lining up. And it appears that unfortunately Nakamura is MIA for now, so...
Oh, his engine blew.
So he's definitely done. Okay. Bad news for Shintaro Nakamura. He joins the list of people who are not going to be able to participate today. However, we are having Fukada lining up and preparing with a Big Globe SSR team, Dunlop, and a nice Mark II, the second of the day, with a big, big wing.
Even throw, bringing it up.
Nice speed, picks up angle.
Swinging out nicely into zone 1.
Zone 2 is a little shallow, but the clip is solid, and he goes into zone 3, nice and deep. So he could have, I feel like he could have had a little bit more angle in the entry in zone 1 and definitely missed a good opportunity in zone 2, but the clip and zone 3 definitely recovered his run.
I think what happened is going into zone 1, she pulled a little too much angle and ended up having to transition early into zone 2, which didn't set her up to get out to 3 too well. But
so you feel zone 1 was too much angle rather than
well,
not enough.
Coming whenever she left, it had a little bit too much angle.
I see what you mean. Okay.
And then she transitioned a little early into zone 2, which then skewed the rest of her line.
Okay. Well, let's see what the judges feel. Itsuki Fukada.
So what do you guys think the score is going to be?
I see a lot of 73. I mean, a lot of 70s, rather. That's a 72.
72.
Definitely a solid score, putting her in the top echelon of the drivers that have been participating, that have participated today. Next one up, another beautiful Silvia. AMC Racing.
Number 2, Dr. Rubber.
Dr. Rubber.
Bringing her up nice into zone 1. Zone 2, nice and deep.
The clip may be a little shallow. He's losing it. He lost it right before zone 3. He lost it. Do you think that is a full 0? Do you think he lost the run completely?
It would probably be a 0. The way the judges passed up the cards.
Yeah. He did pretty well in 1 and 2 clip and
he just stacked up too much angle.
Yeah.
After the end clip, but he had to stack it on, otherwise he would have gone off course.
And yes, it is in fact 0 for AMC Racing and Dr. Rubber. Next one up should be, unless there is some issue. Oh.
So this is 240, 260, 280 in the US, or S Motor front on an S15.
That is a very cool combination. It got me confused for a minute. Mr. Annen with a very unique S15 Silvia of Team Academic with Watanabe going in nice and fast, lots of rubber burns, good zone 1 if a little shallow, and much deeper zone 2. Goes in, the clip relatively well, almost loses it and misses zone 3. A lot of people today are having problems adjusting from the in-clip to zone 3.
Zone 2, he went, or zone 1, he ran a little bit mid. Zone 2, nice zone 2.
Was much better, yeah. The clip also was good, and then he grips it and almost loses the drift there. Tries to correct, but cannot touch zone 3. The S15 with a 240Z a front end is freaking awesome. I want 1 or 2.
1 or 2. Just that little bit of wavering after the inner clip really messed up his zone 3 line.
Yeah, no, that's definitely an S15, not an S14 with a Z front end.
So zone 1, he still has room to go deeper.
Yeah, he could have.
Fans out here just loving it. Nice, cool day.
Nice and cool. A lot of people don't complaining it's a little too cool. It's a little cold. It's probably because they don't remember. I feel that there is very short memory about weather here in Japan, and people don't remember just how hot it gets in summer. These cool days are a blessing because summer is coming up very, very soon and is going to be brutal.
Yeah, definitely the trick is you have to shed speed going into 2, but also you have to be able to have speed to get from the inner clip to 3.
That's right, and that's the balance that you got to find. And he takes ranking number 5 as of now with 64 points. Next one up is another chaser, Kazuyuki Tomite of Syntium G Meister Cleve Racing. And away he goes. A little bit more conservative than others, but he picks up a nice angle here, and it goes very, very deep in zone 1 and deep in zone 2. Good clip. And zone 3 aggressive and very well done from this angle. Let's see what the judges feel. But this could be one of the better runs. It started a little, I wouldn't say twitchy because it didn't really twitch, but
gets super
sketchy.
deep in zone 1, drop maybe 2 tires. Zone 2 is nice, deep, maybe a little outside for the inner clip. But zone 3 starts off deep going in, finishes nice and smooth.
There's a very good line on zone 3. What do you guys got? 0.
Yeah, Japan summers, it's depending on where you're at, it's like 90% humidity.
And it's
plus
very high temperatures, very high. Today's top 32, yes. Today's top 32 for FDJ1.
Yep, qualifying for top 32, yep.
And in the afternoon, we are going to see how FDJ2 results. 73 for Kazuyuki Tomite, ranking at number 2 as of now. Oh, the only R. Is it the only R32 today?
I think today it might be the only R32. Yesterday we had 33 and we got some 34s, but I think he's in the only 32.
Well, we're about to find out. Well, at least we'll find out by the end of these. But there is definitely Harry Yozas of Harry Autos and Yoshi Dengyo BAM0532 as 5X R32 Skyline going up on stage.
Just coming out to do his best and having fun. I mean, that's what it's about, yeah.
That's what it's about. At the end of the day, yes, that's how it started. That's how the whole culture started. Having fun, taking some controlled risks.
Bringing it around, on throttle, nice
skyline, almost full throttle. Zone 1, zone 2 a little shallow, but okay clip. Going in zone 3 with a good line. I wish I had seen a little bit more angle from Yosa.
Yeah, it just seemed like he didn't have enough speed to get from zone 1 to zone 2. And then he washed out a little bit into the inner clip and was shallow getting into zone 3. But he hit all the zones.
He did hit all the zones, and that would definitely warrant him some points. He might very well lose some because it wasn't the cleanest run ever, but let's see.
So yeah, what do you guys think the score is?
Really, really nice car though. I like it.
$69.
And we got a 69 for ranking number 4 and the Hedy Yosa. And the next one up should be, I don't want to say it because so many people cancel all of a sudden. So let me see the car first. Yes, Jake Jones of Drift Squid, RB and 3.
It's almost like you guys were asking for this. Take a look at Jake as he's coming full throttle.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Nice.
Goes very deep in zone 1 and deep in zone 2. Nice clip. Let's see zone 3 approaching it right now. A little bit more angle would have been perfect, but he does hit the zone on a good line, and he keeps on going. He enjoys the ride. Very nice clip going into zone 3 from a very nice clip coming from zone 2. Very deep and aggressive in zone 1. Boom, zone 2 was really, really good. The clip, beautiful. And he loses just a little bit. Just me picking, really.
If he could have pulled just a little bit more angle into zone 3.
He would have been so clean, so clean. But it was a really, really nice run. There, I say, maybe the better run that I've seen today.
So what do you guys think this, or the Jake Jones score is going to be? Let's see, 80, 84, 90 plus.
100, 105. He was an 83 instead, which definitely puts him in first place, and I think he's the only 80s score that we have seen today.
Yeah, the second
so
highest
far.
was 79.
So next one up is going to be Nagayasu Miyagi of Car Guy Racing with ZNA.
Just coming around, just full throttle. Look at I wonder if something happened.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and assume there's going to be a 0. But I think he just simply didn't pick up enough angle. Although I don't know if it's if he was having issues with the car or simply miscalculated. Yeah, very strict judging. All right, guys, all right. This was, yes, unfortunately a 0, but hey, we're not quite done yet. And we definitely have more coming up. And here is another beautiful, beautiful chaser. I like the more subdued deliveries. That's a personal thing. I think it counts with age. Team Kazama with Power Vehicles, Shang Nyang.
So Nguyen comes out from Singapore. I think he's in 3 of the rounds this competition, but he comes out and he comes out hard.
And
lots of power going into zone 1, nice and deep
very
in the
nice zone 1.
Transition zone 2, perfect.
That was a nice run.
He definitely got the inner clip.
He definitely did. Did you see that hop?
Yeah.
And I was afraid that the hump may have caused him to lose a little bit of control, but it seems instead that, oh, nice e-brake right there.
Oh, this is a nice angle.
I like that. That was fun. The guy, we're a show with him. Let's see how it turns out. That was really, really cool. Shangyan Tinkazama. Beautiful, beautiful, badass chaser. I say badass life. Very good run. Drop those scores, guys. Drop those scores. Come on, come on. I see 79s, I see 80, I see 88. 88 might be too generous, I think, but 74 is what he is awarded.
On the plus side, that's a nice safe run.
Yeah, definitely. Another GR86 freestyle Laudada Racing and Kenda.
Yeah. Coming out, nice, smooth. Stacking on the power, bringing it up to zone 1.
Love the sound. Zone
leaves
1
a little early,
but yeah, leaves early.
Hit the intercept good. Swinging out to zone 3.
Zone 3 could have been deeper, but he did hit all the zones and the clips and the clip.
Yeah, definitely a little shallow in a couple of zones and leaving a little early.
I liked it how he entered zone 1, but he left very early, yeah.
Which makes zone 2 a little trickier.
Lost a lot of angle there too.
So what do you guys think this score is going to be?
He was having a nice sparkling run. It's too bad that he messed up a little bit on the lines and the angles. '74.
Currently ranked 3rd.
Indeed, indeed. Next one up, Sam Lucas. With Team Summit and B forward, S15 Silvia. Cool fiery livery. Coming in with good speed, nice throttle. Good zone 1, loses a lot of angle, I think, in zone 2, but touches it and touches the clip. Coming in zone 3. Takes the whole zone, if a little slowly. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, coming through, entering into zone 1, it's nice and deep. Transition a little soon, coming into zone 2. Inner clip is a little bit back. Is pretty deep in zone 3. Left foot braked a little bit to stay in the zone.
Yeah, I saw the brakes there. He did lose speed, but he stayed in the zone.
Got to get them points somehow, yeah.
That's right, that's right. Sometimes you have to correct and, you know, choose the lesser of two evils. So, let's see what the points are going to be. What do you guys think? Drop those scores in the chat. Come on, come on, come on. Let it run. I cannot possibly... I don't want to be able to read them all. 72, 74, 74, 67. UI, what is that? 68, 78, 82, 75, 11.
So what do you guys think about his new livery this year?
And it's a 65.
Do you like the new color or do you like the old color better?
I don't know. I probably like the old one better. It's not like that. It's not about the color. It's about the style itself.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like something that is too flashy. But then again, it's a drift car made for competition, so flash is good, I guess.
Last year was a lot of water. This year's a lot of fire.
Now, talking about liveries that I like, more maybe because I'm a huge geek when it comes to Evangelion, Kei Murakami of Evangelion Racing with their GR86. And they coming in hard.
Yeah.
Okay, zone 1, although maybe I would have, I wish I could have seen more angle. Almost misses the clip. He's a little out before zone 3 and loses probably the line completely before zone 3. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I think they'll get him for maybe a straighten in zone 3.
Yeah, they might. They might. He did look like he almost straightened, if not fully straightened. It was a little bit of a sketchy run from the very beginning. He definitely didn't have his mojo on, but let's see what the judges feel. And here are the Evangelion girls, I guess. It's a score of 0, and Evangelion girls again. So they have their dedicated girl squad right here. Next one up with a Mark II is Luca Merli, fellow Italian of Fat 5 Racing.
He's put down some really clean runs in practice.
He has. Finds his speed. He goes deep enough in zone 1. Zone 2, the angle is a little tricky. The clip is good and goes into zone 3 if a little shallow on a good line. I think the second part of his run was better than the first part.
Yeah, just cranking on the power.
Yeah, he's going in a little timid here in zone 1, and I feel like almost loses it in zone 2 here. The clip was good though, and zone 3 was probably better.
Yeah, the inner clip was perfect setup for zone 3.
Mm-hmm.
If only he could have taken out. He had a little bit more speed going into the inner clip, just a little.
Yeah, just a little bit. And then he went 68, 75. Call those scores, guys. Please don't click the link. Mamma mia, misspelled, but close enough. 74.
Next up with another Fat 5 Racing.
Good one.
Teammate, Connor Diop with S15. Super. Just pouring on the power. Bringing it out nice
power and
easy.
speed, good deep, not too risky, and zone 2 as well. Nice flame, a good clip. Loses a little bit before 3, but recovers. There's a little bit of a wiggle between the clip and zone 3, but he definitely does a good job in zone 3. All in all, a good run.
Yeah, he's got plenty of power coming into this. Leads zone 1 a little early. Zone 2, not quite as deep as you would like.
Yeah.
Inner clip, just a little bit more, but zone 3 is great.
Zone 3 is good. That inner clip, man, their inner clip setup is, oof. We have seen very few almost perfect inner clips since yesterday, so that's including FDJ 1 and 2 altogether.
That's true. That's true. But some of the better, not better drivers, right? But some of the previous champs, you know, Daigo, Kohashi.
Oh, they gave him a 0.
A bunch of the. Oh.
I have definitely missed something. So next one up is Yuichi Yamagai of Perfect Style S15. Also nice heel. I like it.
Yeah, the trunk is just hanging out.
Zone 1, a little bit of a shallow zone 2, good clip from this angle, and zone 3
nice and deep.
Finishes it well.
His trunk's just flapping.
Yep, he's like flipping around from the get-go. But now you gotta definitely deal with it.
Nice and deep in zone 1. Transition to zone 2, a little shallow. Inner clip's fine. Out to zone 3. It's tricky, right? So zone 3.
Yeah.
A little bit more angle. Might have kept him on course the whole time. But just that transition from the inner clip to zone 3 or even zone 2 to the inner clip.
So let's see what Yuichi Yamagai is awarded. Drop those scores. We don't know, guys. We don't know. But we're about to find out. Josh is actually straight up asking right now. In the meantime, Yamagai gets a 73. And I am sorry about that. What you got, Sean? I mean, what you got, Josh?
Oh, they said there was a slight straightening.
So the judges earlier saw a straighten, but anyway, moving on with Chiam Benjamin of Team Kazama, S15. Good aggressive entry in zone 1. Zone 2, very long e-brake, but sets up the clip quite nicely. He's about to lose line before zone 3, but he does not. And pops.
Coming in, tons of power, just hitting the throttle. Nice and deep into zone 1, leaves a little early, but zone 2 stays it deep the whole time. Inner clip, probably line 2, and nice and deep through zone 3.
That was a very long break.
Yeah, yeah.
Got me scared there for a sec.
The long e-brake pull was to help set up the inner clip.
Yeah, and he definitely did. Could have been deeper on the inner clip from this angle, but we'll see. It was altogether a solid run. I agree, drop those scores. That's a 73 ranking at 6. Now, these rankings do matter a little bit more because a lot of drivers already have run their run. And the next one up is Tomoki Tanaka of VSR Kumamoto JZX 100. Finds his speed, and away he goes. Nice, deep, good angle in zone 1. A little bit of a wiggle, and he loses it in zone 2. Tries to continue, cannot.
Sometimes the quick flick bites back.
Yep, it does.
Everything was looking nice, good approach.
Yeah, it was a good approach here, and that wiggle there cost him something.
Yeah, I think that the little waiver right before zone 1.
Yep.
And unfortunately, Mikey Nakamura had to retire.
Yes. As we mentioned earlier, Nakamura had some serious engine problems yesterday. Could not fix it in time, so we will not see Mike Nakamura running today, but we are about to see Eko Gao of Pop Race 1087X with Evangelion Racing and their S13. Independent kit?
Bringing it up nice and deep into zone 1, deep into zone 2.
Clip seems to have been missed, but they're very deep in zone 3.
So a little deep on the clip, but yeah, still was able to pull out zone 3.
Altogether, pretty clean run. The only major flaw in the run would be the clip, and I say major flaw as in comparatively so. In other words, very good run. And here are the Eva young ladies again, sending good vibes and thoughts. Let's see what the score is going to be.
So what do you guys think?
They're not thinking right now. $72 for Echo.
Just got to clean it up just a little bit. Yep.
Sorry for the stop. That's Katsuhiro Meguro going in right now. good zone 1 and good and deep zone 2. Clip a little shallow, and zone 3, good line, loses a little bit of angle, but does complete the run. Katsuhiro Meguro of Isin, 5X Origin Labo with their Mark II. Let's see what the score is going to be.
We got some fans just hanging out. I love some of the posters and the boardy that they have hanging up with the drivers' names on them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta show the love, you gotta show the love. I'll be right back. I need to find a pen somewhere.
And the 74. So right now they got 64 is boarded on. What do you guys think it'll end up being after both runs? Next up we have car number 16, Jerry Zoot with Team TMS Racing and JTK with a BMW E92.
The second Euro that we see today. Oh, that sounds good.
And he's going with the note wing.
No wing setup. Fast entry in zone 1, nice and aggressive. Zone 2, nice and deep. Teeny tiny heavy brake there to set up, flip, and zone 3. Nicely done.
Yeah, a smooth, nice and flowing run.
Very good, nice run.
Nice and deep into zone 1.
Smooth,
great.
Elegant.
Inner clip, great. And just hanging out in zone 3.
Let's see what we score them. What do you guys think? Jerry Ju of TTMS Racing. I see a lot of 70s, high 70s.
Everybody just hanging out.
Some 80s, some high 80s, which might be a little too optimistic. Let's see. But I did like the run a lot, and it's an 80.
Coming in at number 2.
Catching second place. It's getting a little chilly for real though. Next one up, another 86 with Gino Horino and TSA Motorsports TY.
Coming up nice, accelerating good, nice and deep through zone 1. Switch back. Coming good and clear. Hit zone 3.
Clean run.
I'd like to see him a little deeper into zone 2 and zone 3 though. But overall, definitely a decent clean run. The inner clip was beautiful. All the drone footage shows so nice. Nice and working out for zone 3.
Could have been a little bit deeper in zone 3 as well. But again, all in all, very nice run by Gin Horino. 76. You know what? Maybe it's me. Sorry, I'm still talking about the pen.
Oh, next up, running 89 Pop with Nixter and Drive to Drift Academy. Bringing her up nice and smooth. Sticking the throttle to the floor. Nice and deep through zone 1. Switch back. zone 2 a little early. Hit the transition, or hit the clip a little early, but nice and deep zone 3.
Aggressive run. He was very deep in the clip, very deep in zone 3.
Just riding that rumble strip on zone 1. That's what I like to see.
That was nice. Let's see what the judges think, and we're here with Pop.
Yeah, zone 3 is about as deep as you can get. I'd like to see a little bit more angle in zone 3.
Yeah, yeah.
The inner clip was nice though.
Yeah, very few people are touching the inner clip as deep as Pop just did.
Yeah, but
that's an 83 run.
I'll tell you what, these second runs for these guys, they're going to leave nothing.
That's right. It's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned, guys, because we are about, well, not quite. We're about 2/3 through the first run for everybody. And the next one up is Yoshitatsu Kaneda of Casco Racing. GR Yes.
Full throttle, out to zone 1, go back to zone 2.
Full length zone 2. The clip was a little uniquely angled, and the zone 3 could have been significantly deeper.
Yeah, I don't think that he put in enough angle after zone 2 to hit the inner clip properly.
I agree.
Zone 1 and zone 2 look nice.
I wonder if they, I don't know. He didn't really straighten,
but I felt that cutting a little bit more angle after zone 2 would have actually put him on a much better line.
Much better, yes.
But it's funny, like sometimes all it is a half an inch of the steering wheel between the best line and
a little slip.
Yeah.
Let's go, guys. What do you think? What do you think? And yes, a GR Yaris. 70 plus, 73, 70. An M2, Rishio Matsumoto Hiyoshi Racing. A little shallow in zone 1, but picks it up in zone 2 very aggressively. Okay clip, and zone 3 about halfway through. Could have been a little bit deeper, but not bad.
Zone 2 looked great though.
It did. Zone 2 really looked great. He wanted to redeem himself from zone 1, I think. Zone 1 was quite shallow, but bam, that was nice. And sets up a good clip as well.
Yeah, just zone 2, nice and deep. Leaves perfect timing. Hit the inner clip, nice. But a little shallow into zone 3. Maybe, what, mid-zone 3?
Yeah, definitely. From this angle, yeah, it looked like no more than mid-zone.
So what score you guys think he's at?
73. So if you called low to mid 70s, you were right.
Oh, a nice nitrous purge.
And here we go with one of the younger drivers today, Hiroya Minowa of Casco Racing, and their Corolla. Goes in nice and deep in zone 1 and zone 2. Good angle. Lose a little bit of angle. No, nice clip. I was wrong. And progresses properly. Progresses well in zone 3 as well.
Just pouring on the power, coming around into zone 1, nice and deep. Zone 2.
Here's where I thought that he was going to lose it, and
it's just that bit of wavering. That's
yes.
what you. Yeah.
I predicted instead of reacting. That was my mistake. He did well on the clip as well. And on the last zone, that was one of the better runs today. Great run, great run. Call the scores.
Mom out there spotting form. So what scores you guys think?
Great skill and great talent on these young
I see a lot of mid-80s.
Mid-80s, high 80s even, mid-70s. I don't want to call it, but I agree with some of you guys.
I like that.
87.
And coming in at rank 1.
Coming in at rank 1, and yes, Samit did do his first run already. Next one up, we have our first 35 GTR from Modis 5X West Auto, driven by Ikuo Saito. Big wang. Picking up speed. Finding the pace. Nice zone 1 with decent angle, and zone 2 coming into the clip. A nice clip. And zone 3, good angle, if a little too shallow.
Giri giri.
Giri giri da na. Giri giri.
Yeah, zone 1, zone 2 looking great. Inner clip looks really good. Puts a lot of angle into zone 3, but I don't know if he actually made it. Well,
I don't know if he touched zone 3. I think he did, but he did right on.
It was definitely right on the edge.
Yes.
So what do you guys think? You think he'll end up number 1 or somewhere in the middle of the pack?
He did do well on the first, second, and clip. 77. Jumping on 6th position, which is pretty good at this point. And the next one up is, oh, nice, Z4. Akihiro Hanawa of BGR Racing, and good ride.
Yeah, he's on throttle early.
Yep. He's going in aggressive. Zone 1 and 2 could have been a little bit deeper, as well as the clip. And zone 3, I'm sorry, but actually I couldn't see it this time because the smoke really blocked me. I like how aggressive and angry he came in. I wish I could have seen a little bit more depth in 1 and especially 2. And then more so even in the clip.
A little bit of wavering coming into the inner clip.
I think he couldn't find the right balance between speed and feeling safe about it.
So what score you guys? What you think you got?
The DGR girls cheering on.
Yeah, there's a lot of different chassis that we run here.
Oh yeah.
I feel like every other car I see is a surprise. Probably the next one will be too.
The judges are still discussing, never mind the score, 70. Next one up is the first FD of the day, RX-7, Good Ride Motorsports, driven by Ryutaro Oe. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Oh boy, nice angle on zone 1. And good depth in zone 2 too. Nice heat brake, sets up the clip very well, and it goes out in zone 3. Nice and smooth. I wonder, do we have a drone? I don't know how deep he went. It looked.
Yeah, I see the drone, but I don't know.
It looked pretty deep on zone 3 as well, but I'm not 100% sure. Overall, it seems like a very good run. I didn't see any major problems. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, I think that he was definitely deep enough in zone 3. The inner clip looked really good.
Yeah, zone 3 was a little bit shallow, but just because we want to nitpick, and oh my god, the sound is so good.
Yeah, it sounds so good.
I love it. It goes 1JZ, V12, and this in my ranking of sounds.
I don't know. I'm old school. I like RB20s on rev limiter.
All right. All right.
So what you guys think? I see a lot of mid-70s, a couple mid-80s.
Mid-80s, yeah, the chat is actually pretty divided about this. '85, that's a very good run for Oe, jumping in second position.
This car got bigger.
And they're doing the top 32, and yes, big wing energy coming up. E92 driven by Sheng Jinjiang of GMS Coffee with TMS.
Nice and deep.
Nice setup for the clip as well. He loses it right before zone 3. Once again, a prime example of what we were talking about earlier. He goes for a decent run from the get-go. Nice speed, nice angle, nice and aggressive. In zone 2, sets up the clip really, really well, and then loses it completely right before zone 3.
I don't know why, but...
I don't know what happened, but I saw something there that I am not quite sure what it was.
A lot of black smoke.
A lot of black smoke, correct. Next one up, another chaser for us today, driven by Yuma of Team Orange Junior. Speaking of sound.
Just pouring on that throttle. Nice and deep through zone 1. Transition's nice. He's zone 2 a little early, but sets up pretty good.
Sets up the clip well. And zone 3. Nice trail of smoke clearing up right now. Zone 1 pretty deep. Zone 2 was also good, but yeah, I feel that he sacrificed it almost on purpose to set up the clip better and go in for a good close on zone 3.
I feel like a little bit more e-brake, just a little touch in zone 2 would have carried him just a little bit more, so we could cut through, hit zone 3 a little harder. So what do you guys think the score is going to be?
85, 81, 83, 78, 78, pretty strong consensus between the high 70s and the low 80s. It was all in all a good run, if slightly flowed, but remember guys, most of the times we're nitpicking. This was a very good run, and the judges have awarded it with an 82, having Ryuma jump in 5th position as of now. Wataru Matsuyama of Evangelion Racing going in with his 86. Nice speed, nice and aggressive. The guy counts full blood, and zone 1 nice and deep. Nice zone 2, very quick e-brake. It could have been deeper in the clip, and is nice and on the line, and very good depth in zone 3. Nice run.
I tell you, once he starts pouring on the power, it's just nice and smooth from there. I mean, just a couple wavers here and there, but overall, this line here.
Consistent.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's see what the judges think, and let me see what you guys think, guys. I want to see enough numbers there that I cannot read them all. If I can read them all, you guys are doing something wrong. The clip could have been much, much deeper. Ever girls. Mid-80s.
Do you know what the numbers mean?
What numbers?
The Ever Girls.
The 05, 02, and 00?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched Evangelion a little too much, I think. I grew up with it. '78, jumping to ranking 8. And here they are again, the Evergirls, and back to the GR86, driven by Ming Ming of Mr. DIY Team Orange. Ming Ming goes very aggressive from the get-go. He finds good speed immediately. The guy has chosen his style for this run. Nice and deep zone 1, good angle, good speed. Something happens there before zone 2, but wow. Did something happen, or was that everything by design? Look at this. He goes in very, very fast in zone 1.
Yeah.
That's what got me here. So goes into zone 2. Here, there was that mini stop.
That was a little wobble?
Yeah. But I think it may have very well been by design, because he set up a very nice clip and a zone 3 right after that. That was a fun run. I liked it. Lots of smoke before we even got into the first zone. Ming Ming gets an 83. Lots of mid-80s, and 83 only gets you 4th place, and you have a lot of other 80s, a few 83s in fact as well. But the score is getting pretty high right now. Next one up, an A90 Supra of Team Orange, driven by Masanori Ohashi.
Shell in zone 1.
Quite shallow in zone 1, yes, but zone 2 recovers. Clip is a little shallow as well. Zone 3 seems to be right on the zebra from this angle and finishes the run. Let's see what we get here. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Zone 1 could have been significantly better, but the guy doesn't get discouraged. Goes into zone 2, nice and deep. The clip missed by a little bit. Zone 3, probably the best zone for this run.
So looking at all of his practice runs before, all of his practice runs were deep, if not a little too deep for like every zone.
I have missed these practice runs, but let's see. So because of the code, I actually, well, that must be the team girl, so I'm assuming that's Team Orange's girl saying hi to the camera. This must be kind of unique sometimes. The cameras stay on the spot for like a long time, and that's a 76 for Masanori Kohashi, getting 11th place.
Was that the first
what was that?
A90 Super we saw?
Oh boy, was it? I think yes, but we got another one right away. Fat Fight Racing, and this is Daigo Saito. Coming in very aggressive in zone 1. Good angle, nice depth. Good angle, nice depth in zone 2. Does a good job on the clip as well, and I couldn't really see zone 3 very well. But if he did as well in zone 3 as he did in zone 1 and 2, this may be one of the better runs that we have seen today. Definitely top 3.
I tell you what, watching live versus watching just the camera, like it doesn't show you how fast these cars are going.
That's true. That's true.
I feel like it's over like a split second. Nice and deep into zone 1, transition, deep into zone 2, cut through.
Nice flip. I want to see zone 3. Zone 3 also very good depth as well. Yeah. These may be one of the better runs for real. Let's see.
So what do you guys think?
I'm trying to remember the best run that I've seen today, according to me. But this could be up there, yeah.
A lot of mid-80s, some low 90s, a 75, all over the place.
Yeah, I see most people going on the mid-80s. That's a 93 for Daigo Saito, who takes a very solid lead. And this is actually the first 90 that we have seen, including yesterday. There hasn't been, right?
No, that's just for 90C. You'll probably see a few more coming up.
Yeah, we'll see. Today is going to be exciting. Guys, this is the top 32 of FDJ1 from Fuji Speedway, and this is the first round of runs. Next one up, again, Casco Racing with Hokuto Matsuyama. Nope.
An A90?
That's an A90.
Yeah.
Therefore, is it?
No, it's okay. So this is a special entry car for him. It's a McDonald's safety car. And he's showing us how to have a nice, safe, fun, and exciting run. Just point on the power, hanging out in zone 1, nice and deep into zone 2. Inner clip a little wide, but zone 3.
Sorry, the safety car threw me off. I completely lost it.
No, it's just one of the staff going out there having fun.
He was very shallow on the cliff, but recovers in zone 3 and finishes the run with a safety car. That must have been the most badass move. Safety car drifting on Fuji Speedway. God.
Yeah, so that's the McDonald's car. See the golden arches on the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit confused because that's not a GR Corolla, is it?
Yeah, it definitely is not a GR Corolla. Because I look up, I see one car that is not really on my list.
So what do you guys think he scored? I see a lot of low to mid 80s, a couple 87s.
Plus, I don't know how many manga and anime nerds are here. Oh, 84, good score for Hokuto Matsuyama. But if you are an anime nerd or manga nerd, you may know what Hokuto is. Yeah, that was definitely a McDonald's safety car. Next one up is an S15 Silvia, inequivocally.
A fan favorite?
One of the fan favorites, and it's Yukio Fausto with Liberty Walk Mini GT.
I love the new colors this year.
And in Yukio style, he goes in aggressive and fast. Gets zone 1 pretty deep. Zone 2, similar angle, touches the cliff. And zone 3, probably the deeper zone. He played it rather safe on the lines and the angles, but did complete a very good run. I'm liking the new livery.
Oh, yeah. It left 1 a little early, 2 a little early. Tip is fine, but hung out in zone 3. Just hanging out in zone 3.
Yep. He did a very good job in zone 3. Could have been slightly better in zone 1 and 2, but then again, we're nitpicking. It was altogether a good run, and he did get on the clip, if not very, very deep.
So what do you guys think his score was? And do you like his livery better this year or last year?
I'm going to have to go outside of the sponsors, just the colors and the design. I'm going to have to go with these here.
This year, I love the colors.
And I understand that, the sponsors actually also sort of like, not dictate, but, the colors go with the sponsors, but...
Oh, no, they can decide. They're like, nope. We'll sponsor you, but we pick the color.
It was really, really good. I mean, it was really, really cool. 84 for Fausto. ranking at currently very safe 5th place. Next one up, I see them warming up an 86, therefore Yusuke Kusaba with Casco Racing.
今シーズンこそ表彰台に乗ってもう86もだいぶ熟成しましたんで絶対やってやります。
Oh, nice shot.
He loves his Hachiroku.
He does love his Hachiroku.
I mean, I know it's nice and simple, but I love those headlights.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's the age. The older you get, the more simpler things you like. Something simple, cool, and effective. On point, not too much flair, and here he goes.
Nice and easy into zone 1. A little shallow. Zone 2. Oh, nice and deep.
Nice and deep in zone 2 and flip. And zone 3 finishes off pretty strong. Less than ideal run, but not a bad run at all. The very start is probably the weakest point of his run today. He does recover with a nice angle, speed, and depth in zone 2. Goes well on the flip. Wiggles a little bit in zone 3, but altogether keeps it together.
Yeah, overall good run. Definitely has some points to work on. So what do you guys think the score was?
This one I would be very, very conflicted myself, actually, if I were to choose a score. It was a very fun run, kept me excited. Being a fan, though, it's kind of hard for me to even give a score. 79, 76, 81, 78, 36. So Captain Willie goes in a very different direction. 80, 80 plus, 75, 76, 78, or 81. That's very specific from you all. And
definitely
80,
not
80.
79 or 80 though.
Yeah, people are definitely gravitating between the high 70s and the low 80s. And despite the weather, despite the wet ground, the fans are here, flags are waving, families are gathering, while cars are drifting.
Just out here having fun.
10:43 in the AM here, Fuji Speedway for FDJ1 qualifiers. 73 ranking at 24th. That's actually, if you think about it, 73 gets you only a 24th place. That's pretty high scoring today.
Yeah, that tells you what kind of competition's out here.
That's true. We started a little slow, but then we picked it up. So here is another A90 Supra. So we could not see one, and then we're seeing only A90s right now. They actually pop with safety cars liveries with Good Ride Motorsports, Mao, Yamanaka.
6戦中3回表彰台には乗れたんですけど、1位は取ることができなかったので、まず1勝今年は絶対したいなと思ってます。そこで狙うはシリーズチャンピオン取れたらいいなと思ってます。はい。
So he was saying essentially since he wasn't able to win last year, he's coming out for
He's
blood
coming
this
hard
year.
now. Nice aggressive livery, beautiful eyes on this car. I like this. I like this. Picks up speed. He decides to go in aggressive. Zone 1 deep, nice angle, full length I think, and zone 2 also very good. Sets up the clip nicely and stays a little shallow on zone 3. Overall, nice run. He should be relatively safe.
Yeah, definitely just cranking up the throttle.
Right.
Zone 1 nice. Zone 2, a little waver coming out of zone 2.
There was a little bit of an attempt to make the clip better, which I think he managed to do.
Yeah.
it cost him, like, yeah, the little wavering there made it imperfect, but the clip was really, really nice. And zone 3 goes slightly shallow compared to the other zones, but nevertheless, a positive run.
I'll tell you what, the drone behind it, you don't even see the waiver because of the way the drone's moving.
Yeah.
So, yeah, perfect.
Let's see the scores here, and before we see the official scores.
And there's Miles' flag.
Mao Yamanaka. Big fans bringing the energy. That's a 0.
On that waiver, they gave him straight.
I think the waiver, yeah, they gave him a straight, yeah.
Yeah, they're saying the pressure's on Mao now because he's going to have to come back with a heck of a run next run.
Yep, for sure, because the scores are ranking up very, very high. So these a 0 for Mao Yamanaka, and we have another really cool, but then again, I'm partial, E92 coming up. It's a big wing energy. TMS Racing Team, Kazumi Takahashi.
Man, they get up to speed fast.
Yep. He decided to go really, really fast. He's letting it all here. Zone 1, a very nice angle and depth. Zone 2 sets up the clip. And zone 3 with a phenomenal angle. Can I say phenomenal? Because that looked really good from here.
Yes, that was great.
That's not a judgment call. I'm just going to say that's from a fan's perspective. Seeing that thing, I got excited. That was cool. I really like the angle coming from the clip to zone 3. Look at that, it's looking like it's almost straight. Let's see what the judges think.
Super far deep. It's great. Zone 2, perfect. Coming into the inner clip, nice. Zone 3, just riding the whole thing.
That was, dude, I liked it. That was fun. And here is the TMS's Kyangyaru. Sometimes I can't take it. The girl, the race girl, the race queen. Thank you. The Japanese word came before the English one. 90 for Kazumi Takahashi. Another 9. Ranking at an impressive second place, given that a 90 gives you a second place. That's pretty scary today. We are going to see some high scores. I love that run. It was a lot of fun. And I think a very well-deserved score. Next one up is going to be our first IS 500.
去年は惜しいところ2位まで行けたんで、今年は楽しく走れて、でさらに結果を上げて、チャンピオンを狙っていきたいと思うんで、応援よろしくお願いします。頑張ります。
He said he's out here to have fun and take home the championship.
Yeah, right. That's what they do. That's what they do. And here it is, another big wing team. Let's see if they can bring some more fire to this competition, which is getting more and more exciting today. Definitely a lot of smoke. Definitely a lot of speed. Good angle on one, maybe left a little early. And the same for zone 2. However, the clip has been touched. And zone 3 is probably the deeper zone. Not the best run I've seen today. Not a bad run at all. Just a few more than minor imperfections that make it less clean than it could have been.
It's a little hard to see the zones now after all the cars have gone over them.
Yes. Yeah, somebody was saying in chat earlier, repaint the thing, but I understand why they're not doing it when, you never know what could burn time, so we can leave without the zone clearly marked. You never know what we're gonna need time for.
So what do you guys think Kingushi's score is going to be?
I would be conflicted. If I were in chat right now, I actually wouldn't type anything because I wouldn't really know. I'm conflicted, but I see a lot of 78s, 81s, 84, from people who are less conflicted than I, and 78, 74, so mid to high 70s seems to be the consensus, and it's an 82 for Ken Gushi.
It's crazy that 82 is coming in at number 10.
Yeah, I didn't hear any miss shift either. Did you hear any miss shift from Gushi? Anyway, next one up and last one for this series of runs is Koichi Yamashita of TMS Racing Team 5X with his E92 coming in with another big wing on Zone 1 and Zone 2. I wish you could have seen a little bit more angle on Zone 2. The clip is nice and Zone 3 goes nice and deep, finishes the run altogether smoothly.
Nice and smooth and super fast.
And this concludes the first runs for the day. But we do not have the top 32. We do have some really, really strong contenders. Nevertheless, lots of lots of high 70s, lots of mid to high 80s. But more importantly, we have two 90s here, one with Daigo Saito 93 holding first place, and Kazumi Takahashi with 90 holding second place.
On the plus side, all the drivers know the mark that they need to hit now.
Indeed. And now 82. We have the check the track car coming in to see, well, probably they're going to repaint the zones right now. The media truck is shaking really hard.
Here we got Daigo Saito coming in as first, 93. Takahashi, Minoa, Oet, Matsuyama, and Fausto. With Jake Jones, Ming Ming, and Pop following him up.
All right, I'm sorry guys, but my pen saga continues. Can I try one thing, dude? Can I see if it's me or if it's you? Like, can I use your pen and you use either one of these pens?
Not a problem.
Because good God, either I'm destroying all the pens. I thought that at first was because I was writing on the table, but then I put something underneath. Anyway, guys, you cannot see, but I'm struggling finding pens that actually work. So next time I'm gonna bring a whole little bag of pens. And for those of you asking about Ling Ling, she scored a 33.
63.
What did I say? Yeah, 63, definitely.
Bluetooth 搭載 G-SHOCK カシオ
The brightness called brilliant, blinding and vivid. Valentine.
雨の日の運転って心配ですよね。いざという時によりちゃんと止まれるタイヤといえば横浜タイヤでしょ。
晴れの日の約4倍も事故が多い雨の運転。横浜タイヤならより安心。
タイヤは雨で選ぼう。横浜タイヤ。
追い求めれば求めるほど遠ざかる時もある。でも理想に追いつけるのは自分だけだ。池江璃花子は横浜ゴムと世界に挑戦する。限界はない。行くぞ横浜。
MID ホイール Are you ready everybody? MID ホイールダンディムーディ MID ホイールキャンディーフレンドホイールは MID
究極の
静かさと安全性、オンロード、オフロード、世界中で活躍するケンダ。その信頼を支える静音性、安定性と対摩耗性、世界が認めた技術と信頼を街乗りである。高品質と納得の価格、タイヤのポテンシャルをあなたに。ケンダ。
Ultimate lubricant. Mortis.
What's up, guys? It's Frederick Alspo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
Made in Japan. Breed.
In a world of extremes, this is where they're refined. The real deal. Cusco.
伝統と革新、小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮、チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ、小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC。
From an early age, we race. It's part of who we are. It's in our DNA. For some, the need to keep pushing fuels our lives. At VP Racing, we pour everything we have into creating the industry's best products. For those who put it all on the line, whether it's the track or the trail or wherever you race, they say you can't win them all, but you can sure as hell try. VP Racing. Win every race.
Well, welcome back, and welcome back, guys. There was a 5-minute break for us, and we are about to start the second run for all involved. We have some low scores, we have some mid scores, and we have a few very high scores. It's going to be an exciting second run. Let's see who the top 32 is going to be. Again, this is Formula Drift 1 at Fuji Speedway.
The second run's always the most exciting.
Yeah, because I mean, people have to leave it all on the track. Otherwise, they just go home. And here is Zhang Hao with the Marby Racing, Boss Panda Motorsports GR86, coming out of a less than ideal run with 57. Let's see how he does in this next one.
Oh, he's coming out strong this time.
He definitely is. Zone 1. Zone 2 much better than Zone 1 to me, but he loses it, and he loses it, and he's lost it. Unfortunately, I think that that's all she wrote for Zhang Hao today.
Yeah, coming out of Zone 2. He
tried his level best. I can see it almost, I can feel it, but it was not enough. And a score of 0 takes Marby Racing and Boss Panda Motorsports with Zhang Hao home early.
And the current borderline is 69.
Next one up is Ling Ling, Miss DIY Team Orange as 15. Silvia coming from a 63. She needs to do better to have a higher chance of staying within the top 32. Coming in very aggressive compared to earlier. Nice and deep Zone 1. Zone 2, little shadow leads early, but the clip and Zone 3, if with a little bit of a weird angle manages to clear them.
Sounded like maybe engine trouble?
Could have been. Let me hear.
Misshift? I don't know.
Here?
Right after here.
Yeah.
Oh, go to overhead view.
She does keep it together.
Yeah.
She doesn't abandon the race even after the hiccup at, I call it hiccup, but I mean the mistake in Zone 2. Throw those numbers, solid 83, Ahane.
Yeah.
That's a 65 for Ling Ling, and she is unfortunately
below the current cutoff.
Below the borderline. Although, silver lining, she did improve on her previous run, coming from a 63. Another GR86 with Team Kazama, driven by Toshiki Oyu. Big Wing Energy coming in. 68 is the score to beat for him for his personal best today. Nice and deep Zone 1 and Zone 2 leads slightly early. The clip is a little shallow, but does a better job on Zone 3 and leaves a nice trail of smoke in his wake. Coming from a 68, it needs to be at least above the 69 line to stay within the race.
Zone 3, nice and deep.
The clip was very shallow, but as we said earlier, probably the hardest part of this course is the transition from Zone 2 to the inner clip. I see people throwing some 70s and mid 70s, which would allow Oyu to stay in the race for today, and it's at 79. Good. 79 for Toshiki Oyu of Team Kazama. He stays safely within the race with a
for now
provisional ranking of 14.
Yeah, it's tough because they gotta shed the speed after Zone 2 to be able to hit the clip without pushing, especially with the cold weather.
Indeed.
Like if it's hotter, that's a different story. The front tires can drop off a bit more.
And Hamada Kiyofumi with #9 Racing and Balino and their chaser coming in from a 79 score previously. Nice and deep zone 2. And dashes the flip is a little shadow on zone 3. But that zone 2 was holy angle. And yes, big shout out, like somebody was saying in chat, to the drone pilots, because we love them drones and we love them drone views. Look at this, look at this. Holy.
So like the suspension setup so soft. So whenever it went off course, came back on, that extra little jump.
Look at that. He is on a straight line. He is perpendicular to the track.
You trying to get better than a 79?
I don't.
To move on up something?
And here is the team girl, singular, of #9 Racing.
So I see some low 80s, 82.
Kiyofumi Hamada coming from a 79, so he is already in a relatively very solid position. And yeah, the camera embarrassing the girl, staying on her. I think it's that has to be like they have to stay there for long enough, and it's an 83. 83 with a provisional ranking of 7. Feeling pretty safe up there, but let's see, there is a lot of runs to go through. Kazuma Ikemoto, Progress Pro U, Team SSR. Cresta, big wing, coming from a 66. It's time to leave it all on the table. Big drift energy, very deep zone 1. Loses it a little bit before zone 2. I think he goes on a straight line.
Because of the cold track, there's a lot of pushing, so you got to make sure you get the angle.
What do you think went wrong there?
So he went super deep into zone 1, which put him offline to zone 2. And then he had to get straight. And once he got straight, then he couldn't turn.
I do like that he kept on fighting no matter what. But this might cost him dearly, and it does. That's a 0. With a better score of 66, he is out of the borderline, which has now jumped up to 70. Very high borderline, and it's likely going to get higher. Here we go with Itsuki Fukada and their Mark II of Big Globe SSR team and Dunlop.
A nice smooth entry, nice and deep in zone 1. Switch back. Zone 2, look good. Good inner clip.
Very nice setup. Zone 2 for the clip from zone 2 and zone 3.
Nice
all
and
in
deep
all,
into 3.
Very nice run. Very nice run. Coming from a score of 72.
Zone 1 perfect. Zone 2 left a little early, but
all in all, very clean run. He may have actually done better than earlier.
Yeah, I feel that she put together a very good run.
Sorry, I got confused.
Yeah, zone 3, great.
That was a very nice clean run. I liked it.
So many times you see him pulling up early on zone 3 to hit it super shallow. It's crazy because you see these kids now, they could be
They could be the next one next year. Like, some of them are really, really young. We got some really young drivers. Yeah, the cameras linger, and these guys don't care. Like, actually, let's try than the girls, and that's an 82. Significant improvement for Itsuki Fukada from her previous run, propelling her to 11th place with the same cutout of 70. Next one up is Dr. Rubber and their S14 Sylvia with AMC Racing, coming from a 0. There is definitely room for improvement, and let's see what happens.
getting up to speed. Nice and deep into zone 1.
Very deep in zone 1, yeah.
Zone 2.
Loses a little bit of zone 2.
At the inner clip, bringing out to zone 3.
Could have been a stronger angle, but
let's see here. There's plenty of speed going into, yeah, definitely. Radius, not speed going into zone 1, a little deep though. And he transitioned into zone 2 a little shallow, which makes him push a little bit into the touch and go, but he got out to zone 3 nice. So definitely have a score in the books.
Definitely does. And well, the cold is not discouraging anybody.
No, not at all.
They brought jackets, fire pits. No, there is no fire here, guys. I'm joking. Waiting for the score right now for Dr. Rubber of AMC Racing, and that's a 74, bringing him to position 23 temporarily. Right now the borderline is 70. There is a good chance that the borderline is going to go up higher than that, and right now we have the S15 Silvia with the 240Z front. Going in, Mr. Anin of Team Academic with Watanabe, coming from a score of 64. Pretty shallow on zone 1, as well as zone 2. Could have gained a little bit more angle, but continues the run, clips the clip, and stays within zone 3, if slightly shallow.
So it looks like he's got plenty of speed going into zone 1.
Indeed.
But it transitions a little soon.
Yeah, doesn't really
get deep into it.
Yeah, doesn't manage to keep a good line. And oh my God, he got cold. He got chilly. He did get chilly. Definitely W car. Likely my favorite today for originality.
I see a lot of yellow flags waving out there today.
Oh, definitely. Robin Ishida is mentoring us from afar, guys. I know we all miss him, but I promise you, he is with us in spirit. 67, an improvement from earlier, but nowhere near enough to stay in the race.
Just missed the cut.
Well, tandems are going to come later on, not today. You have to tune in tomorrow. Because today we're just looking at finding the top 32 for FDJ 1, and then we will see the ending of FDJ 2 round 1 later in the afternoon. And in the meantime, Kazuyuki Tomite of Syntium G Meister Cleave Racing, coming from a 72, safe score for now. Zone 1, nice and deep, a little bit shallow in zone 2, long E-brake to set up the clip, but unfortunately fails a little bit and goes into zone 3.
Zone 3 and full of rev limit. Yeah, zone 1.
Yeah, a little timid in zone 1.
2, a little shallow. Missed the inner clip. 3. He just stayed on the rev limit, just hung out the whole time.
Yeah, he did. Zone 3 was definitely the better part of his run. Could have done the rest a little bit better, but all in all, it's a run. Coming from a 72.
Just trying to get a little bit better to be a little bit safer.
And he stays consistent, and sometimes consistency is good. 72, which puts him a couple of points above the borderline. Definitely not a very, very, very safe spot to be at this point. And here we are with the 32 Skyline, driven by Harry Yosa of Harry's Auto with Yoshi Dengyo BAM05325X.
That's a mouthful.
That is a mouthful. He's coming from a 69. He must do better if he wants to stay in the race. Aggressive angle in zone 1 and continues in zone 2. Very nice clip. And zone 3 pushes it, kind of shallow. I think that the run did not go as he had planned it in his head from the very beginning. I feel that there was a little bit of inner confusion at the very start of the run for him. Here, it felt like he almost lost it, but he did not. That was exciting. I don't know if you guys liked it as much as I did, and remember that, that the fan in me sometimes comes out very, very strongly.
Yeah, so I think after zone 1, they considered that a straighten.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They... Oh, sorry. Harry Yoza gets a 0. And he's out of the race for the day. Next one up, Jake Jones of Drift Squid with his entry coming from a very solid run earlier. 83. And he is determined, I'm sure, to do better. Very nice speed coming into zone 1, very deep. Goes 2 tires out, it looked like. Zone 2 and clip, nicely done. And zone 3, slightly beyond the zebra. Making it for another positive run, very aggressive. Angry style. I love this style. I love this style of drifting. It's so exciting.
Super deep zone 1, zone 2, nice. Little waiver here, but got to the line and stayed in zone 3.
Necessary waiver, I would say. I think he would have lost even more by missing the clip.
Definitely.
And 1 tire, maybe 2 tires out. From our angle, you could only see 1, but there was some really, really good run. Altogether, very enjoyable.
Yeah, he definitely went in hard.
Oh, yeah.
But he always does.
He always does. He came in from an 83, so he's already in a pretty safe position, if not the safest, but definitely solid. And he scores a 75 and stays at ranking 8 for now.
Yeah, he just had a couple more errors than his previous run.
Yeah, yeah. And we got now Nagayasu Miyagi of Car Guy Racing going in from a score of 0. So, gotta do better.
Yeah, I think last time he had a great run and then he just stopped mid-run.
1 tire definitely out, maybe 2 tires, and he straightens between zone 1 and zone 2. I think that he actually had a similar issue earlier. I don't think he went through, I don't remember correct, if I don't, maybe chat can tell us, but if I remember correctly, even earlier, he sort of like went straight.
Yeah. But I thought he got it to the second half, right?
He did?
Or is it in the first?
I might get them mixed up. I might have gotten it. Like, I don't trust my memory. But unfortunately, this is going to be the end of the day, going home early for Nagayasu Miyagi. Warming up their chaser Team Kazama with power vehicles driven by Shen Niang. Nice and angry look on the front of that car. Ready to go, beast ready to pounce, coming from a 74. Yes, they are still safe as the cutout goes, but that's not exactly the most comfortable position to be right now. I would have to agree, that thing looks absolutely phenomenal. That's my style of car right there. And he goes in hard and strong on zone 1. Wow. He loses it in zone 2. Decides to continue because you gotta finish what you start. And unfortunately, the road said not today. He will have to stay with his score of 74. He goes on a joyride. Off track, back on almost track, and back on track, and away he goes.
So I think after he went super deep in zone 1, right here, he sort of transitioned before the car was settled.
I see.
And that caused him to spin. At least that's how it looks to me.
And that's how I take it. Shangmia, score of 0, but stays above the borderline with 74 over 70. Next one up is Jamakan, Freestyle, Laudada Racing, and Kenda, coming from a 74. Don't relax with the 74, guys. Don't relax with the 74. There's a lot of runs to go, and the borderline will likely go higher. Nice and aggressive entry. I see more aggressive entries now. Zone 2, the angle kind of lost, but nice clip. And zone 3, there's a little bit of redemption there. It's a little shallow. Could have been more angle. Altogether, an okay one.
Yeah, he's definitely got some great power going into zone 1.
Yeah, definitely. But here he loses a little bit.
It's just a shallow transition. It's a push into the inner clip.
That was a beautiful zone 1 though. Really, really nice.
Zone 1 was great. Zone 3, I feel like he could have turned up the angle just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Hey, what'd you guys think that he scored? You think he'd get better than a 74?
He does, 77. So he improves on his score, getting in a little bit of a safer position. As of now, 18th place. Remember, we are looking for the top 32 today for FDJ1, and we are going to see who gets the top 16 and then eventually wins the whole thing tomorrow. While as this afternoon, we're going to be looking at FDJ2 and looking for the winner of the first round. In the meantime, Sam Lucas of Team Summit will be forward, S15 Silvia with fiery livery coming from a 65. He is going to have to give it his all or go home.
He's off to a great start. Nice and deep into zone 1. Good transition to zone 2.
He has straightened right after the clip. Couldn't find his drift after zone 2. Very good on zone 1 and zone 2. Here he tries to find the right angle but misses it, and
I think just coming out of zone 2 he had a little too much angle.
Yeah.
And he just couldn't fix it from there.
That's 0 for Sam, and Team Summit and B forward go home early. And next one up is one of everybody's favorite liveries, GER's 86 Evangelion Racing, Kei Murakami at the wheel, coming from a 0. If we want to keep seeing this livery, he's going to have to do a whole of a lot better than he did earlier. He's coming in with some big drift energy. Nice speed and power, aggressive entry in zone 1, aggressive entry in zone 2, maintains it for the clip, and he loses a lot of speed and maybe angle in the entry for zone 3. Will he get a score?
Just, I think one tire out, zone 1, but looking good, zone 2.
Bigger problem is right here, zone 3. He comes almost to almost a stall. Of course, you know, I'm exaggerating for effect, but here are the Eva girls sending good thoughts, and let's see what the judges decide for this run.
3. Yeah, so I think unfortunately they're going to get 3 tires off right before it got to zone 3.
3 tires off from the zone 1?
I think right before they got to zone 3.
I see. The camera stays on them for so long I can count the threads of their outfits. Let's see, might be a 0. The chat might is calling it, and yes, it is in fact second 0 for Kei Murakami, marking the end of the line for him. But for all of you fans out there, we're not done with Evangelion team, so the girls are staying. Luca Medley of Fat 5 Racing coming out of a score of 74. Pretty solid, not solid enough to sleep tight. Best to improve it.
Oh, nice and deep into zone 1. Zone 2, nice.
Good control coming into the clip, I liked it, and zone 3 goes in very deep. All in all, good run.
A little deep in the clip, but
yeah,
it still set up to zone 3 just good.
Zone 2 was really good. Zone 1 was really good. Zone 2, very good. Very nice angle entering zone 3.
So what do you guys think? Do you guys think he topped at 74? It's pretty tough because it looked like he had a lot of good points, but then missing the inner clip.
Yeah,
that
it's going to cost him. Yeah, it's going to cost him a little bit, but still a 76, which is still an improvement from the 74, and still a relatively safe spot above the borderline of 70. Quite a few runs to go, so we can't really call it quite yet, but remember, we're looking at the top 32, not the top 16. So Luca Medley is in an okay position all in all. Connor Ja of Fat 5 Racing, on the other hand, is coming from a 0, so he will have to make sure that his S15 Silvia brings home a really good score. Very aggressive entry on zone 1, and that's what we want to see at this point. He's got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Good flip coming from zone 2 and stays relatively deep in zone 3 and goes on with a nice trail of smoke.
I'll tell you what, that was an excellent recovery after zone 1 because you can see the rear end just sort of washing out.
Oh yeah.
And so he had to essentially take off angle right into zone 2, and that set him up perfectly. A little deep, or a little shallow for the clip, but overall, he salvaged a 0.
Absolutely. A little bit more angle, I mean, a little bit more depth would have given him a better score, but I would say that this run, other than that, was solid. Definitely better than the 0 now.
Yeah. But even his 0 run was a great run.
Well, he was.
Yeah.
He was. It was unfortunate at the very end, but hey. Nature of the game. Call it, guys. Somebody called a 0. 74. 74 was very close because 75 is the actual score, ranking at 23, and the borderline right now just jumped to 72. So goodbye to all the 70s and the 71s, and the pressure rises for all drivers. Next one up, Yuichi Amagai, perfect style, S15, coming from a 73. Yes, safe, but not quite so much anymore. Finds his space and a good angle. A little timid. Zone 2 loses it. Question mark. The clip was very shallow, and zone 3 is very deep. It's going to be up to the judges to decide. Let's take a look at the replay. I felt like he was.
So he left zone 1 a little early.
Yeah, he
which
was
forced him to leave zone 2 a little early. And then he wavered a bit going into the inner clip.
I wonder if that correction is going to cost him a straight line right there between the second and clip.
Oh, he did.
He evidently did. So he stays pretty on a 73, right above the borderline.
Right on the bubble.
Yeah, right on the bubble. We have quite a few runs to go. So let's say that the odds are not very much in his favor. But let's see how that goes. Next one up, we got Shian Benjamin of Tinkazama and their S15 Silvia All Black from a 73.
nice in the other zone 1.
Oh, very shallow in zone 2, but very deep on the clip and almost horizontal. And does he lose it? Does he lose it?
Just a little.
Just a little. Just a little. Sometimes, you know, big risks bring big rewards. Sometimes they don't. He went in very hard. It was a beautiful entry in zone 1. I wonder if that is why he lost it from there.
He just started his transition to zone 2 a little early. But he's still in it for now with 73.
Car looks awesome. Awesome.
It does. Nice and clean.
73 keeps him alive for now, but the water is at his neck. Next one up is Tomoki Tanaka of BSR Kumamoto. Another really aggressive build with those front lights, protectors, like a zombie apocalypse type of car. Going in from a 0, must redeem himself or he goes home. Good aggressive entry on zone 1, very nice angle. Zone 2 almost straightens. Keeps it up on the clip and regains a little bit of angle on zone 3, although kind of shallow. Let's see what the judges have seen. Tomoki Tanaka coming from a 0. Very aggressive on zone 1. I love that one. He was almost perpendicular to the track. Big drift energy. With zone 2, not so nice.
So he had to pull angle out of zone 2 in order to be able to hit the inner clip.
Do you think that the big angle in zone 1 is what actually
messed him up?
Took him off track, yeah.
Because he had big angle going into zone 1, but then also when he went off track, that added a little bit more angle.
Yeah.
And then going into zone 2, he was short for zone 2, so he had to go shallow to be able to get to zone 2.
Very quick thinking. All in all, I did not dislike the run, but let's see what the judges have seen that we may have missed. I like the grit. That's a 69. It's definitely improvement from his previous 0, but nowhere near enough the borderline to stay safe. That's a bye-bye for now. Next one up is these really, really cool S13. And I see a Honda kit on it. Am I flipping?
No, you're right.
All right, and that's Echo Gao of Pop Race 1087X with Evangelion Racing. Coming from a 72. Good run earlier, must do better now if she wants better chances. From zone 2 to the clip, could have been much better angle. She goes in strong on the 3rd zone.
Yeah, going into zone 1 looks great.
Good entry, absolutely. Zone 2 loses quite a bit of angle.
I think that they might get a straighten from zone 2 to
so that would be it's a realistic possibility. Evangelion girls sending the thoughts right now is 72. And that's a 0. Yes, they gave her straight. She is right on the borderline. She may lose this one, and I think this also means that if that's the case, we're going to say goodbye to the Eva girls because there is no more Eva team.
No, there is.
Oh, yeah? Never
Matsuyama.
mind. Big wing energy coming in. Katsuhiro Meguro with their Mark II Isin 5X origin level. Strong zone 1 and 2. Coming into the clip with a nice proximity. And a very good line and angle on zone 3. Coming out with a nice shallow smoke like I like it.
Yeah.
This was overall a nice run. He's coming from a 74. He's not exactly in the safest possible space right now. But
I definitely think that there might have been an improvement on the 74.
If I had to bet, if I were a gambling man, I would bet on an improvement.
So what do you guys think? The crowd just can't get enough of it. A nice cool breeze. Cars are pushing a little bit, so they just need to make sure that they scrub up in the box.
Oh yeah.
I'll see some 90s, 87s, 85s.
Two tires off is not a zero, but Josh, if you want to give a rundown of the rules again, 79 for Katsuhiro Meguro, definitely an improvement.
So they do, normally it's half a point off for each tire. So if you got 2 tires off, you get 1 point off per zone. 3 tires off, you get a 0.
That's all she, yep, that's a good bye-bye. Now, Jerry Chu of Team TMS Racing with JTK BMW E92, no wing, going in, coming from an 80, pretty solid score. Will he do better? He comes in and out of zone 1 really, really strongly. Zone 2 nicely placed, and so is the clip. He goes out to zone 3 and takes home a more than decent run.
Yep, right in the middle of zone 3. Nice and outside zone 1. Zone 2, nice and deep. Inner clip.
Yeah, I want to see the drone footage too, Chad. I want to see the drone footage too. That's our best friend right there. And here he goes. Zone 1 was nice and strong. Zone 2, equally as strong, I feel, maybe a little less. And the clip was unclear. And from the drone, he could have been deeper in zone 3. But all in all, it's a nice run.
All in all, good to go.
85, 81, Pog, which I'm assuming is 80 plus. Oh Baby, which I'm going to count as 80 plus. 80, 88, 80, 83. Some cheering, 77, 82, 87, 89, 91. The consensus is definitely in the low to mid 80s.
Oh, that's the restaurant that oversits the track.
That's our restaurant, yeah. No, not our restaurant, I mean the tracks. And that's an 83, ranking at 7 and improving on his previous, already pretty safe 80 with the borderline at 72. Next one up, Jin Horino, GR86 of TSA Motorsport TY, coming from a not entirely safe 76, but definitely not a bad score. Very aggressive on the first entry, and he almost moves out to the second, almost misses the clip. Is that a straight? Question mark. And zone 3, very shallow, even if not.
Coming into 1, nice and deep. Maybe a little too deep. 2.
Definitely too deep, and here that's when he starts struggling and fighting for his life. The top 16 is going to be tomorrow, Milligan. Tomorrow. Today we're going to find out the top 32 for FDJ1, and tomorrow we're going to resolve the top 16, and we're going to finish FDJ1 round 1 at Fuji Speedway. But don't leave us today, because after the top 32 for FDJ1, we are going to be looking at FDJ2 completion. We have found out who the top 16 were yesterday, and today we're going to see who's going to take home the quote-unquote gold. That's a 67 for Jin Horino. Not an improvement on his 76, although that's flipped digits. And he is still safe as of now. Next one up is another BMW with Nexter and Drive to Drift Academy, driven by Bob, coming from a solid 83. Lots of energy going in the first zone and the second zone. Nice angle, nice power, little shallow on the clip, but also a little shallow on zone 3. I thought he was going to go a little deeper.
I think we let off throttle to try and dive back down to the clip. that messed up his angle going into zone 3. Beautiful into zone 1, beautiful into zone 2. He just needed.
Yes, sir. His name is Pop. As in Pop.
Yeah, once he washed out for the in clip, he was in a bad position because he couldn't gun it to get back out to 3.
Yeah, he did manage to get into zone 3.
Yeah. Just not as deep as
yeah, significantly
I'm sure
shallow.
he wanted.
Significantly shallow. Drop those scores, though. Drop those scores. His current score is 83. He's sitting pretty comfortably there. There's not too many runs left. It's very unlikely that the score, the cutout score, is going to go above 83. It's a solid 77. He stays in place 9 out of the 32 that are gonna come back tomorrow. Next one up, Cusco Racing, Yoshitatsu Kaneda. And a very angry guy is coming from a score of 70. Has got to do better, leave it all on the track right now. Last chance for them. Very deep, zone 1. Good enough, zone 2. Very nice clip, and zone 3 quite shallow, but still there.
Yeah, they just lose so much traction when they go out too deep for zone 1.
Yep. Question is it an improvement from the previous 70? Because 70, as high as it is, not enough to stay in.
So I see a couple 80s, 62, 76, all over the place.
Yeah, we are not very decisive on this particular score. And yes, Alexi is in a different league. We are Josh and Lucio, aka Italian in Japan. 73 for Yoshitatsu Kaneda. An improvement, and he brings the borderline to 73, incidentally and unironically. So here, Yukio Matsui of Matsumoto Kiyoshi, and driving a nice, sexy, aggressive M2 with Yamami alone on the side. Going in with a nice wing and nice speed. Good zone 1, a very nice angle on zone 2, maybe a little slightly early, but maybe not. So clip very beautifully done, quite shallow on zone 3.
Yeah, beautiful power coming around, nice,
Absolutely.
smooth. Zone 1, little deep. Zone 2, nice and deep. Clip, nice.
Yeah, even the bounce there.
Just
The only
bring
thing
it
is
out.
probably the 3. Yeah, the zone 3 was definitely the weaker point of his run in this particular case. However, will he improve on his previous score of 73? That was something that I hadn't seen.
What's that?
Do you see like?
Oh,
Yeah.
the flutter, the waiver.
Yeah, big waiver. There is an aggressive looking car. That's how I like them. Let's see if he improves on his 73. 73 is definitely not going to be... It's purgatory, guys. So that's an 84. A significant improvement on his previous 73, jumping to 5th place. And next one up is Minowa. Coming from a solid 87, let's see if he decides to improve that very high score. Good aggressive entry in 1 and 2, leaves at a very nice angle, setting up the clip, and very nice angle cap for the whole of zone 3.
Yeah. That was a fun run. That's when you go out and you're like, I'm just gonna nail it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna nail it again.
That's all I gotta do, so I'm gonna do it then.
What's the big deal? All you have to do is just go there and nail the run.
Just making it look easy.
The zebra disappearing there.
Yeah.
All in all, very, very nice run from this very young, talented, skilled driver. And that's Mom.
Yeah. So what do you guys think that he got? I see some mid-80s, a 99.
Do you think he's going to become one of those very, very big names like 20 years from now?
I mean, it doesn't take 20 either.
Yeah, right. Like, you know, one of the legends, you know, when kids are going to be looking back and be like, oh, wow, he started 14 and now look where he's at.
Yeah, I mean,
89.
definitely.
He improved on his already pretty impressive score of 87 and stays safe in third place. We are going to see him tomorrow. Next one up is the only 35 of the day with Motis 5X West Ono, driven by Duo Cycle. 77 on his previous run. Very aggressive first entry, a little too aggressive second entry. And I'm not gonna call Jack, but and he's thundering.
He's just a little deep there, and it caused him to get off his line for zone 2 and just over-rotate it.
Somehow holds it together for the clip, but completely misses zone 3.
I think they're going to get him for essentially a half spin.
Yeah, unfortunately that's a 0, but stays on a 77, which is above the current borderline of 73. Next one up, I'm not sure. Yeah, next one up is Akihiro Hanawa of DGR Racing with Good Ride and their Z4. Previous score 70. Not enough. Unless they want to go home, they got to improve significantly on this.
Right out the gate.
Yep. Brings up some good speed, sets up a very nice angle, and goes with a very nice line on the zone 1 and 2. Quite safe, a little too safe over there, but gets the inner flip nicely, and the zone 3 was a very good angle. I mean, it was a very good exit.
So what do you guys think? You think he improved on his last score? I think overall he did really well. Hit zone 1 nice and deep, transition in zone 2, went the whole way. Nice and good inner clip, which set him up for zone 3 perfectly. There's some depth that he needed, but overall, I think a very good second run.
Yeah, I don't think that, you know, break that he did right before the clip, I don't think that is a bad thing, actually. It was a very nice setup. And here is the DGR Racing Team. Young
so
ladies.
80, 82, 79. All these seem to be improvements on that 70.
Yeah, everybody seems to agree that it's an improvement. And now let's see what the judges think. And yep, the judges definitely stay with the chats with a solid 84, which takes Akihiro Hanawa out of hell and into paradise. Very unlikely he's going to get knocked out of this round.
I don't think at this point he can.
Yeah, it's impossible. Next one up. Sorry, the sound is just so good. RX-7 Good Ride Motorsports, Ryutaro, coming from a very solid 85. He is not pulling any punches. Zone 2 was a little early, but the clip and zone 3, that was very aggressive. I saw some brake lights there that I wasn't expecting, but
just to keep from dropping out of the zone.
Yes.
nice and deep into one. 2 left a little early.
Dorito power.
Dude, nothing sounds better than an FD.
Yeah, it's good, dude. It's
cranking
very
those
hard.
rotors.
It's very hard to beat. I mean, I have my all-time favorite, but such a good sound.
So I see some upper 70s, 78, 79, 77.
And that's an 80. So not an improvement on his previous score, but he's sitting very, very solid at 85. See you tomorrow, Ryutaro Oe. Next one up, an E92 driven by Shangjun Jang of GMS Coffee with TMS. Coming from a 0, Big Wag Energy has got to do better, and he is trying to bring it. Solid number 1 and number 2.
Great inner clip.
Great clip. And stays very aggressive on the last zone.
Yeah, this is going to be quite a bit of an improvement over his last run.
Well, yeah, cannot be otherwise. It cannot be otherwise. This is not even, judgment call. That was a 0. Unless we have not seen something, this is unlikely to be a 0.
Yeah, no, this one's really good. Deep in each zone. The inner clip, nice and good.
Say hello to the team girl. And let's see in the meantime what the judges decide. 84, Jang, who stays with us. We are seeing a Daigo getting ready. And the Ryuma with Team Orange and the Chaser going on the track right now. Coming from a solid 82. No reason to play it safe now.
Swinging out nice and wide. Zone 2 nice and wide.
Ooh, mama. And he did not play it too safe. Made for some really good videos and pictures for those guys down there.
So zone 1, perfect. Zone 2, really nice. Coming in inner clip. Oh, he just stayed on throttle a little too long.
He stayed too long. Mr. DIY girl. And the score that he stays with is 82. Next one up. Yes, next one up is Wataru Masuyama of Evangelion Racing with their red 86. That's the 02 right there. Coming from a 78. Could and probably wants to do better. Oof, aggressive entry in 1. Controls it from 2 to the clip. Very nicely done. And stays very deep in zone 3 with a nice angle.
Yeah, just going in hard.
I thought that these could have been their demise from zone 1. That angle was really cool, but I thought it could have driven them off track. I was evidently wrong. And here are the Evergirls sending some good vibes. And yes, that's the representative 02 of the 86 that we just saw, coming from a 78.
Now I just wonder, will that improve on his 78?
He can only hope.
That first little bit made it a little tricky. Zone 1 to zone 2.
Definitely.
but I see some 90s and 87s in here.
I mean, the angle on zone 1 was impressive, dude. He went like a freaking backwards almost. Like, it was really, really nice angle. Still discussing the score.
Just adding it up.
And 84. 84 is an improvement on the 78 and definitely puts him in a better position. Quite safe.
The Eva girls are great.
And here is Ming Ming with yet another GR86 Mr. DIY Team Orange. 83 points in his previous run, sitting pretty solid already. Why not try to improve it? Good one, good two, and now everybody's least favorite flip. And very nice edit in zone 3. This was a very good one in my eyes.
Yes, do you guys think he improved on his last score of an 83? Zone 1, nice and deep, one tower off. Zone 2, nice and deep. Inner clip, perfect. Looks like zone 3.
Beautiful angle in zone 3 as well. If you want to be really nitpicky, could have left zone 2 slightly like a split of a second later, but I think this was a really good run. Let's see, 83 was his previous score. Let's see what the judges say. Say hi to Team Orange's girl while we wait for the score.
So see some high 80s in chat, some 86s, 88s.
'89.
89.
89 is in fact an improvement and actually brings him very high in today's ranking.
Got some staging in the pits. Yamashita getting ready. Looks like he's ready to drive out. And up next, we have car 4, Masamura Kohashi, Team Orange, 890 Supra, sitting on the 76. Swinging it out wide, giving it some gas. Deep into zone 1, switching over to zone 2. Inner grip, stretching it out in zone 3, and just dragging it out.
Solid. And he says goodbye with a pop. Coming from a 76, these may be the better one.
He's like, I'm not going to stay in the 70s.
We don't like those mid-range numbers. He wanted more. Did he take it? Drone footage for the win. Stayed with his wheels on the zebra there.
So I see some upper 80s, 88, 89. Any of these scores are better than the 76 he was hitting at. 90, 85. And score's about to be 88.
88. Strong improvement on the previous score of 76. Next one up is Daigo Saito, currently holding the highest score with 93. Daigo Saito, Fat 5 Racing. Nice angle entry, and the way he goes. A little shallow on the second zone, very deep cleat, and very deep third zone with a nice angle and speed. He did lose a little bit of depth in the second zone, but he did a good entry. 1 or 2 tires out, sets up the clip very well, and continues with a very strong angle in zone 3.
On the plus side, when you have a 93, you're just coming out and
chill.
having fun.
Yeah, you kind of relax at that point. Let's see what the judges feel about this run. Somebody called a 0, somebody called an 89. Let's see who is closer.
Or is it going to be somewhere in the middle?
It might be. It was, yeah, still a good run. And of course, you're comparing it to an absolutely murder of a run earlier. So very, very good run. An 84, not an improvement on his 93. Definitely a solid score, but I think he's going to keep the 93.
I mean, the only time he lifted the throttle at all was from the inner clip to out zone 3, and that's just so he wouldn't fly off the track.
That's right. Now we have our safety car now, another 890 going in, coming from an 84 from Cusco Racing, Hokuto Matsuyama.
Cooking around in the zone 1. Nice. Zone 2.
Whoa, nice zone 2. Very nice entry in zone 2 and preparation for the clip, and nice and tight zone 3 as well. And he says goodbye with a little flame. I like the safety car run. It was exciting. I love the transition between 1 and 2. I thought it would be shallow. He said, nope, you're wrong. It continued very strong with the clip and in zone 3. His previous score was an 84. Did he improve?
Watching it from the zone makes the zone, or watching it from the drone makes the zones look so far apart.
Yeah, that's true. But it's actually like right there.
Yeah. It's like, oh, the zone's way over there.
Very good run altogether. I want to see the score. You guys are calling a 91, a 90, very conservatively an 85. So the low numbers that I see in chat are in the mid to high 80s. Most people are calling high 80s to low to mid 90s. Coming from an 84, we are all but guaranteed to see Matsuyama tomorrow as well. And he scores a 91. So judges agreed with most of the chats calling for high 80s to low 90s. And that's a second place for Hokuto. Next one up. We know you guys love him, and that's an S15 that you may or may not recognize, do you? And that's a mini GT with Liberty Walk driven by Yukio Fausto.
It's hard to see the S15 under there, huh?
That's right, that's right. That's a whole lot of additions, but he goes in Fausto style, hard, and nicely angled in zone 1, very aggressive in zone 2 as well. Manages to maintain a beautiful line for the clip and stays in zone 3. It's slightly shallow, but again, that is just a very minor blemish on an otherwise really good run.
He would just hit every zone as deep as he could get.
He did. I want to see the drone for zone 3 because I called it a little shallow, but let's see if I was right or wrong. I was right, but it's shallow in that compared to the other zones.
He went from zebra to zebra.
Yeah.
To almost zebra. To almost zebra.
Yeah. Now, he was coming from an 84. We will see him tomorrow. But let's see if he can do better than 84. Well, he doesn't need to beat a 93, not today. He just needs to stay within the top 32 to be seen tomorrow, and we know that that's going to happen. He is already sitting on an 84.
Yeah. 86, 91.
Yeah, very high 80s and the low 90s here.
They're like, yeah, I got angle. I don't need to lift my foot off the throttle at all.
That's a 95 for Yukio Fausto, who jumps first. So does it beat a 93? Well, he did, and tells Daigo, you got second place now. I'll see you tomorrow. Yusuke Kusaba with his 86 coming up next with Cusco Racing, coming from a 73. Definitely needs more than that.
Off to a quick start, pedal down and go. Ready to edge zone 1, zone 2, zebras. Inner clip, nice. Swinging on out to zone 3. That's a well put together run. Maybe dip one tire in zone 1, 2, right at the zebra. Inner clip looked really nice. And zone 3 looked pretty deep.
It was a very nice traditional run, like nothing too flashy, but definitely on point. He is taking home a score. Wow,
yeah,
nice.
From zebra to zebra to zebra. He's running a zoo in here.
He said 73, nah, thank you. Let's see what the judges feel. Right now, Yusuke Kusaba is sitting on a 73, and that's Fausto right there with an ever so slight smile. There you go, less light right now. And as he joined the 90+ team today, and in fact leads it as of now. '87 for Yusuke Kusaba. Very nice score that absolutely shatters his previous 73. He stays in the run. The borderline right now is 73. So of the next few runs, most of them are already in the safe zone, and there is only one who really needs to fight for their metaphorical life. Mao Yamanaka of Good Ride Motorsports and their A90 Supra coming up right now and coming from a 0. Are you in or are you out?
Zone throttle nice and early. Zone 1 a little shallow. Zone 2
could have been
really
a better angle. Yeah, but he does start with the clips really nicely and goes into zone 3 way stronger than zone 1 and 2. Now, he has improved on the 0. Easy in a safe zone. Can he be above 73? It is a mean looking Subaru.
Yeah, it is. That was a long e-brake pull.
Yeah, yeah. Smoke coming out of everywhere. Love the drone footage. He was very nice and deep on the clip. I wish I could have seen a little bit more angle on the clip, but I mean, he did a good job. What do you guys call for score? Mao Yamanaka, number 61. Your fans are saying hi from the stands. He was a lot of break, but he still gets an 81 with a borderline of 73. We will see you tomorrow. The next 3 drivers are already sitting very, very safe with respectively 90, 82, and 82. Kazumi Takahashi, Ken Gushi, and Koichi Yamashita, we are definitely going to see them tomorrow, but let's see if they can/want to improve on their current scores. 3 more runs to decide the top 32 of FDJ1, round 1 from Fuji Speedway.
I love it. Fausto's family, teammates, crew. Looks like they're all reviewing the tape. Super excited for him. It's great. Everybody's won over to Fausto. Congratulate him.
He's calling the number
one. It's a great
one.
run. Yeah.
Very nice run. Very, very nice run. Takahashi's E92 warming up and about to start. Don't sleep on the warm-up, guys. That's a very important part of the run.
Yeah, especially with the track being as cold as it is.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, that's a mean-looking car.
I know.
That's a nice shot. I'm sorry, the media and social media in me really wants to be there. Take those videos. Big Wang energy.
Sitting on the 90. He's going out to see if he can get a little higher.
Yep, we're going to definitely see them tomorrow. I think now there is an ego challenge in there. Do we want to beat the 95 like we did beat the 93? Do we want to beat the 95? Flames coming out of the car, and here he goes, very high, well, quite high speed. Nice style into zone 1, aggressive zone 1, and aggressive zone 2, very tight. He stays on the clip, on the zebra, and he stays on the zebra in zone 3. He ain't playing.
He's just coming out hard.
Man, he sent it. Nice angle in zone 1. Keeps it fluid in zone 2. Stays on the zebra, and stays on the zebra. Let's see what the judges think. He's coming from a very solid 90. We will see him tomorrow, but now just for the hell of it, is he gonna beat that 90? Is he gonna beat that 93 from Daigo? Is he gonna beat that 95 from Fausto?
I see a lot of people in chat thinking he's going to beat it.
We'll
but
see.
I also see some like, nope, not quite.
That was a solid run. I mean, I ain't gonna call no score, but that was a very strong run. Very well-controlled, full sand. Bro, look at that angle. Come on. Yes, maybe two tires out. I don't know. Could lose some points there, but I cannot see myself any other major flows. Somebody's calling high 90, somebody's calling at 99, 93 plus. Zebra lives better, and they do. 97, 94, 98 plus.
And he's sitting on a 90 already.
He's already sitting on a 90, yeah. Like at this point, it's just an ego run, but nevertheless, I mean, let's see it. I mean, that's the excitement right now. It's not a life or death situation, but 94 jumps to second place, surpasses Daigo's 93, but stays just a little shy of Fausto's 95. Second place for Kazumi Takahashi as of now, with only 2 runners left to go, both of whom sitting on 82. Everybody's nice and solid, and they know we're gonna see them tomorrow.
And that's the thing is, both of these guys, they have a chance to toss in the 95 plus run.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's there, and they do have the skill, and they do have the cars. Ken Bushi of Team Kazama trying first with his IS 500, and going a little shallow on the second zone, and straightens out, I think, after the clip, finishes the run on a deep zone 3. Did he straighten out after the clip? What do you see, Josh?
Oh, so it's coming around zone 1, nice and deep. Zone 2, maybe a little early into it, and a little early out. When he hit the front brakes, it's going to cause a car to strike.
That looks like a straight, but let's see what happens here. That is in fact a 0, but but he does not need to worry because Gushi already is sitting on a very comfortable cushion of 82. Last run of the FDJ one day, Koichi Yamashita, BMW E92 TMS Racing Team 5X. After these, don't go anywhere, guys. We will see you in just a little bit because we're going to be seeing the end of FDJ2, of the first round of FDJ2 from Fuji International Speedway. And remember, you're going to see FDJ1 again tomorrow.
Koichi Yamashita coming around zone 1. Nice and deep, zone 2. Hitting the rumble strip. Nice inner clip. And bringing it out to zone 3. Nice, smooth, well put together run.
Takes home a very nice run. Whether that's better of an 82 or not, we're about to see. But in terms of qualifying, it's irrelevant what score he gets, because his 82 is definitely going to take him home. Drone footage for the win once again. Nice deep zone 2, and could have been better angle in the clip as well as zone 3, but he does run the whole of zone 3 very nice and deep to the end line. Say hi to the TMS Racing Team, young supporter, lady girl, Kyang Gyaru, freaking race queen. God, I can't think of the term every time. '78, '89, '90, '88 for the champ, '84, '87, and he stays in at ranking 8. Well, guys, if slightly chilly, oh, our friend the Hulk who steals food came in, but if slightly chilly, this was a very good day for FDJ1. We have seen some seriously nice runs here at Formula Drift Japan. This was FDJ1, but we're not quite done with FDJ2, and we are about to see the replay of Fausto's 95 score just a few minutes ago.
Perfect zone 1, perfect zone 2. Super nice inner clip. And zone 3 just on the rumble strip.
Dude, the man ran the run. He really, really did. That was a very solid run, and here we are with Fausto himself.
He's not emotional at all. Come on, come on.
おめでとうございます。
もう本当に久々で、岡山1回単走優勝できたんで、コロナの中でギャラリーもいなくて、チームもあんまりね応援がでかい声が出さなくて、で今回2025年、初めて横浜タイヤ使ってもらって、富士スピードウェイ単走優勝できたんで、もう本当に嬉しいです。もう今年、横浜さんとリバッチオークさんとミニシティがのおかげで参加することできたんで、もう本当にここまで結果できたのはチームのおかげでもスポンサーさんとファンの皆さん本当にありがたいです。もう気持ちがちょっと説明ができないので、もう久々で優勝ができたんで、明日ツインソーでまた優勝パーフェクトウィンが取りたいのでお願いします。
頑張ってください。ありがとうございました。
For tomorrow as well.
Today was such a good day.
Yeah, it was a good day. Lots of 90s there. These were some high-level drifting, guys, but we're not quite done. Here is the provisional ranking. Yukio Fausto, Kazumi Takahashi, Daigo Saito, Hokuto Matsuyama, and Hiroya Minowa, respectively in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. And Ming Ming also tying with Hiroya Minowa at 89. And a lot of very high scores. Guys, the low score for today is what?
So that's the top 20. So the top 20 is rounded out with 82.
What was the...
I think the cutoff was still like 74.
74?
Or 73.
73. So Kazuyuki Tomita is safe. Yoshitatsu Kaneda not so safe. Chiam Benjamin 73. Yuichi Amagai 73. All of them are out.
I'm sure there's quite a few people with the 73 and 74 that are wiping their brow.
Just right there. But big chances tomorrow with the end of, we're going to see the top 16 and then we're going to see the whole of FDJ1. But guys, don't go anywhere because later in the afternoon we are going to be back here for FDJ2 and we have the top 16. So we're going to see who comes out on top FDJ2 from the top 16. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This is Lucio, aka Italian in Japan, from Fuji Speedway International. Fuji International Speedway. Brain fart. And we'll see you later, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Track's just doing a final sweep just to make sure everything's good. I think they're gonna paint the lines up for tomorrow. Oh, they're doing kids' karts racing too.
Nah, W chat. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you, guys. It's actually our second time on the air.
We want you here. We want to see what you guys think. We want to read your comments. I'll do my level best to do so. I won't be here for Suzuka and Suzuka. I will leave you in the very capable hands of our friend Josh. But I will hopefully see you in the near future. For now, we're done. Again, thank you very much, and I will see you later in the afternoon and tomorrow. Do not miss it. Peace out, guys.
Have a good one, guys. Josh.
Bluetooth 搭載 G-SHOCK カシオ The brightness called brilliant, blinding and vivid. Valentine.
雨の日の運転って心配ですよね。いざという時によりちゃんと止まれるタイヤといえば横浜タイヤでしょ。
晴れの日の約4倍も事故が多い雨の運転。横浜タイヤならより安心。
タイヤは雨で選ぼう。横浜タイヤ。
追い求めれば求めるほど遠ざかる時もある。でも理想に追いつけるのは自分だけだ。池江璃花子は横浜ゴムと世界に挑戦する。限界はない。行くぞ横浜。
MID ホイール Are you ready everybody MID ホイールダンディムーディ MID ホイールキャンディフレンディホイールは MID
究極の静かさと安全性。オンロードオフロード世界中で活躍するケンダ。その信頼を支える静音性安定性と対摩耗性。世界が認めた技術と信頼を街乗りである。高品質と納得の価格タイヤのポテンシャルをあなたに。ケンダ。
Ultimate lubricant. Mortis.
What's up, guys? It's Frederick Alspo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
Made in Japan. Breed.
In a world of extremes, this is where they're refined. The real deal. Cusco.
伝統と革新小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC
From an early age, we race. It's part of who we are. It's in our DNA. For some, the need to keep pushing fuels our lives. At VP Racing, we pour everything we have into creating the industry's best products. For those who put it all on the line, whether it's the track or the trail or wherever you race, they say you can't win them all, but you can sure as hell try. VP Racing. Win every race.